Safe. Push the button.
And timer on. There we go.
Now to moderate.
Sure. Hello, everyone.
Howdy.
Hi.
Righty then.
We
Hello.
ha-
If anybody's got any bookkeeping to get done, do it now.
Or forever had you wished. I don't think so.
Strings change on the good loot.
we didn't use that. It's that band inspiration, did we?
I don't think you
No.
did.
Thought we
You
did.
didn't. You didn't get a chance to actually use that because we ended going into the next round.
Yeah.
Think so,
Oof.
yeah.
Yeah.
First round
Because it was a draw.
Yeah.
against the rebellion, against the whatever the hell I called them.
Rioters.
Deaf to authority.
That was it.
Did we establish if Damien was in that band?
We don't know what he looks like,
Yeah.
but which
You
is
know
a
what he
bit of a
looks
problem.
like? He looks like Darkseid if Darkseid was a young 20-year-old punk.
Bit younger.
Yeah. The problem
Maybe-
is we've had one described to us.
Who-
We're
who
gonna
was it
find
described
out.
to? I think it was described to the Point
Zormir.
and Zormir, yeah.
Yeah, we would have shared that information. But as
Yeah.
I said, it's just a clone of Darkseid with the Mohawk.
Mhm.
Yeah, because fuck you and Alvina couldn't find any pictures of him. Oh, we're
No.
pretty sure we didn't find any pictures of him.
I mean, it might be in all the paperwork that he's got stashed in his bag of holding, but
Yeah. We'll find out when Alvina throws something at one of them,
And you find the picture of them as the band.
Like a tantrum.
and we get told off afterwards.
Yeah. But
Like, you
defense,
decapitated
but
my son with
I
a
didn't know
drumstick.
that was him.
How was I supposed to know that was it? It was a friendly competition.
It was an unfortunate incident with the pyrotechnics.
They should have dodged.
Yeah.
They did dodge.
You should have dodged better.
It has a wide radius.
I was thinking fire pyrotechnics. I was thinking throwing something very heavy at them.
I was just thinking fire breath.
Yeah, you're the pyro, and the technique is throwing.
I could throw a firebolt at them, but that feels a bit harsh.
Fuck, use the pyro as well.
I think they're a pyro without any fire magic.
Yeah, you're the one who hit
Yeah,
the the bloody primal fire.
Tribal fire.
We got everyone that we're gonna have today.
I assume,
Yes.
yeah.
yes. 'Cause
Yeah, we
it's
can-
TR that's not here.
Mhm.
And we know he's not going to be here.
They're avoiding all the gods.
Yes.
Yeah, we might accidentally create a new god again.
If we make a third... Point, you're not allowed to talk to this one.
Oh no, that means fuck you gets to.
This is my one.
Honestly, with fuck you, it's probably going to be more manageable.
Oh god. Fuck you and the god of music.
Well, here's the bit. If fuck you talks to them, it's going to be entirely personal gain. We can
yeah.
deal with that. We can manage this. We have to find a way to... We might have to get, like, a giant bucket for all the gold. But I'm sure we'll find something.
I mean,
Just,
not bucket, it'd be portable holes.
So the
Yeah,
god
that'll
appears as a sleazy
No,
businessman
yeah.
and says,
We
"Yes,
just
would you
portal
like
it.
to make some money?"
No,
We
just I
just-
said portable holes.
No, that's what I was going. We just do the portal thing. We just make a portal between two, so it's permanently in free fall, and we can store an infinite amount of gold in it.
That's not really how that
You should-
works.
You trying to make a gold cannon or something here?
No, we put
Gold
we put
fountain.
a portal connected to another portal.
Mhm. mean-
In the one in the floor, one in the ceiling, and then we can just keep putting stuff in it in free fall.
Yeah.
We
That'll,
got a lot of storage.
that or fuck you just gets hold of a demi-plane.
Eh, I think
And
you're more
nobody
likely
can
to
take it back. This is mine. You can't
Oh.
take it from me.
I think you're already trying to take over the dream realm anyway.
Who says that's fuck you's plans?
So you're the person who went to the dream realm last time. You met the god,
Yep.
and you're allowing me to eat him.
Apparently we're tracking mud.
You were tracking mud.
And he's not just blaming me, he's blaming us all for tracking in mud.
It felt very targeted. I'm saying it was you.
Okay.
I mean,
You need
just
to-
wait until fuck you gets the magical mansion spell.
Ah. You get that through.
Magical secrets.
No, get it. It's a level 7 spell.
You get it. Is it your bard class?
Yeah. I mean, all bards get the magical mansion.
I thought
But
it was
he's
a
a
magical.
full bard,
I thought
Bob.
it was a magical secrets one.
Hmm.
I have not played bard, so I don't know.
The mansion made out of solid gold with just like a room for gold and
It just
Those
goes, "Fuck
instruments,
you." Woo.
a
It-
room
it- yeah,
just
it-
for
it
all
will-
of his knives.
It will just be Scrooge McDuck's tower.
Yeah, it literally, like, whenever we walk in there, it starts doing the DuckTales theme, but every time it says DuckTales, it just changes it to "fuck you." Fuck you. Whoa.
Just all. Hey, it's got to have a knife room for him as well, and he's got his planning room goes from a small bedroom to a whole fucking room filled with intricate plans and things like that. He's just got a planning room after
The
that.
murder wall.
Yeah, he's got a whole different murder ball in there.
Yeah.
He's also got a secret murder room.
Yeah, he'll have
All
a.
the walls
I
have got.
To be honest, I can imagine with "fuck you," it's got a murder wall. And then a secret murder wall
Yeah,
hidden
that's what I mean.
somewhere, which is the more murder wall. Like, this
Yeah.
is the decoy murder wall. And then
If
there's
you
another
murder
one.
think I'm gonna-
If
Yeah.
murder
I think I'm gonna
people
kill these
first
people.
number-
I might,
if you
but
murder
these are the
people first
ones.
number in the right order, then it unlocks the second murder wall as an Easter egg.
Oh,
Hey,
for viewers, just on the off bit, Point's having some slight audio issues at the moment,
Ooh.
so do bear with. Yeti! That's an abominable Yeti. That Rue apparently likes it.
Yes, very much so.
Graveling back at it.
Yeti.
Interesting. So that's what that button does.
I just play it. It's the summon Yeti
Yes.
button.
I mean,
Apparently
yeah,
D&D Beyond has
Center
a display
VTT.
button.
Yeah, Center VTT will tend to do that.
Well, it doesn't create a token though, which is what I need for no particular reason.
I mean, you should be able to copy that. And,
Don't miss about to fight a Yeti.
yeah, you should be able to save that image and then make it into a token.
Well, I can save it to mine. The problem is I can't save it straight to the thing, so I'm still gonna have
No,
to save
yeah.
it and then upload it.
Yeah.
It's clearly a band mascot.
Or if you
Someone's
copy,
got a Yeti.
yeah, if you copy the image address, and then when you do a token, you should be able to put that address into the document upload thing, and it should just put it straight in there for you.
Either way, there's a Yeti.
Yeti's very
There's a
cool.
Yeti.
It's all the
Nope.
snow that are around.
Yeah, I was saying that was not intended to be the pun, but it did end up happening
It
anyway.
was the pun you got.
Yeah, it was not the pun I intended. It was the pun I had to deal with.
Yeah, you know, I kind of wish Roll20 just had like more than 4 pre-made maps.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
it's like a little cavern map. Free on Roll20. I don't have to worry about copyright or anything. Oh well. We're gonna draw a nice little thing down in the corner. Where's the rectangle? We're gonna make a lovely little cavern. Look at here. Look at this
Lovely little caverns.
Beautiful. Let's have some nice little areas to it. Wait, can I just freehand this? I should be able to freehand this. Do.
So guys, we know what animal we have to hunt down to find the remains of Zormir now.
Okay.
Eaten
And
by
what
a
do you
Yeti.
know? It's not a badger goat.
No, it's fucking Yeti. Oh, look, cool bit. There are Yetis here.
Beautiful.
Unfortunately, Alvina is very aware she can't keep a Yeti.
Look at my beautiful cavern.
There's a first.
Her mere presence might actually, like, kill it.
Oh, look at that beautiful cavern. Oh, I'm so good at drawing caverns. Look at it, it's so good. Let's put a little name tag on. Anyway, while I'm doing this for no particular reason, welcome back to Alterra, everyone. I wonder what Zormir's up to today.
Yep.
Nothing. I'm just gonna have a nice leisurely stroll back to the sanctuary.
If you honestly, what would be one of the funniest bits is you end up like in a completely different area that we've been to before. As in, like, you end up in the first camp we encountered, you know, where Abigail's dad is. You end up
Oh
there.
god, that's so far south.
Yeah, you actually got that far lost.
That's like several days travel.
Don't think so. I've got
Should be completely sober then. And very
cartography in.
What did I put this as?
Cartography is reading maps.
Yeah,
You're in
but
a cave.
I can draw a map as I'm going. But don't get
Semi-inebriated?
not inebriated
he's
anymore. I've
probably,
sobered up.
I said
he-
semi-inebriated.
He's probably hungover now.
You started off inebriated. But
No, he
Should
started off-
some of that off.
He started off heavily inebriated.
Rules
No.
of crap. Let's see, each square representing roughly 1 full day's travel on foot. Okay, so I did make it 1 square per day. Right, fair enough. Chris. Well done,
okay.
well done, Chris. You made that really easy. Let's have a look how many squares away people are. I'm mostly just curious now at this point
I
to see
am
how
as
long it
well.
would take. So obviously over here the dock is where salvage is.
Yeah.
You're all the way over here in Dawn Rider. So let's see, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Well, we'll say you're over here by the dock, because no,
So
we're
about
gonna
a
be
week.
You'd be about
we're-
so we do that there. 'Cause
yeah,
we're
like
about-
halfway between, because the dock is where the port's supposed to be. Well, actually, I'm pretty sure that's supposed to be further up north. Oh well, I'm gonna move that dock later.
13 days, nearly 2 weeks. By the
Hey, you're about 2 weeks travel on foot. If you
but
find
some
how,
can fly.
if you somehow find
So
a
it'll be
land
quicker.
mount, you can do 2 hexes per day. And if you travel by air mount or ship, you can do 3 hexes a day.
Well,
So you're still at least like 3 to 4 days by air travel. Yeah, now you know. Hey, where were we? Welcome back. Yes, hello. This is
Hi.
Alterra episode 75, Battle of the Bands 2.
Yeah.
Can't even bother with part 2 anymore. It's just 2.
2.
Sequel. This is now a movie experience.
The sequel.
A sequel. I like how I've still got people just around the map because I was
I've
using
been
this as the
noticing that,
holo
yeah.
display. There you go. If you need to remember who's part of the council
Ubi.
for the rebellion.
Ubi.
Yes. Let's do quick voice checks. Previously, give me a sentence for what you remember about the last session. Alvina, you can start us off.
Howdy! We made the best song ever with the magical shark dragon thing. And Zormir's lost in a cave, met God, and is going to try and feed it to Alvina.
Met one of the gods.
A god. Actually, met more than one god, but they're all in one body. Kind of weird.
Yep.
Yep. Fantastic. Dr. Zormir.
Hi. I got very drunk and started hallucinating, seeing my old friends and colleagues, and ended up meeting Mad God, pretending to be Junior at first.
I like the little mini map with the Zorba on it.
Yeah.
Zormir's not a little adventure. I can have a mini map now.
Also, it kind of looks like
dun.
it kind of looks like a little Earth Elemental doing like the Night Fever dance to me.
Interesting.
The map look.
Tilt your head to the left, about 90 degrees.
I don't know, man. I have no
It's
idea what the hell you guys are doing.
petrified.
Fuck you.
Hi there, I'm Fuck You. Just realised that on stream we're having a little bit of technical difficulty with the stream Discord overlay. But yeah, from last week, Fuck You wasn't allowed to blow shit up, and then started playing in the band.
It's because there was people on each side.
Doesn't matter.
Now we get to blow up things later. It's
Nah.
fine. Also, wait, I did at least get to smash it up
Alvina logic.
Yeah, Alvina smashed a hole through a wall
with a table.
with a table.
Over tail. Lugrim?
Lou was doing some rapping.
Oh, he was. I
Uh,
actually forgot about that.
so much shit was happening. And the point beside themselves.
The point was rocking out, and there's also having audio issues.
They're holding on issues. So, for this one, weirdly enough, the points could be on the sideline, and we'll have Fuck You do any lyrics. Which might be worse, but they have better audio, so.
to be fair, what it was Point was typing out the lyrics and I was singing them. Like, well,
That's true.
reading
The
them.
point, type out all your lyrics.
And plus, I think Point pushed Fuck You to the front for this round anyway.
This is Fuck You's song, apparently, this one.
Apparently.
I can do.
Alright, previously we were in the Battle of the Band. Zormir got lost in a drunken haze. And you guys are now battling Millie and her deaf to authority punk band, having drawn on the first bout as you set up your imagery of you in the astral otherworldly skies, looking down on this night walker reaching up to defy the gods itself. There's a lot of motifs of obelisks smacking down in the shape of the avatars.
Yeah.
Now, I believe we are going into the second bout, but before we do that, let's head back over to our favorite drunken escapades character, Zormir, who you find yourself traveling back in a cavern. Now, I believe you did a terrible survival check last week.
He got a 4, I think.
And are going to be meandering through the caverns for a bit. But yes, you're presumably keeping your wits about you as you descend through the caverns. None of them look particularly familiar. At least nothing seems to recall any memories of your trip out here. Are you relying or looking for anything to guide you while you were making your terrible survival check through? Are you looking for like a way to the surface? Are you looking for any particular sounds? How does Zormir travel through a cavern that he doesn't currently have a map for? You can draw one as you go, but currently you have mapless.
For the first sort of part that I remember actually going through, end up meeting the pseudo junior god.
Pseudo genius.
Basically, I'll track back to where I started with that if I can. After that, it's kind of try and see if I had marked anything as I went, or any remnants of me coming through. But that's about all I could think he would be trying to do. And as he starts to go back, he's gonna start leaving marks behind so we can tell which way he's went.
That's fair. Alvina, stop you damn wrinkling.
Oh, sorry, that was coming up in my audio. Apologies.
Me and all the viewers will appreciate it.
Yep.
Alrighty then. So, unfortunately, due to your terrible, terrible survival, you don't even make the first step of retracing your initial steps.
Yep.
Apparently, the dream overlay actually caused a lot more confusion than you expected. And while initially you think you're going on the right direction, it occurs to you almost too late after an hour or two down this path that, nope, this is all entirely new. Go ahead and make me a... as you come into this lovely cavern with some stairs going up to a platform about 20 feet in the air, you can see some stalagmites rising where these little circle parts up into 50-foot tall cones, as well as some jagged stalactites down falling from the ceiling.
Mhm.
Give me a perception check as you come into this cavern, keeping obviously your wits about you in case, you're still out in the wilderness. Who knows what strange creatures could be hiding here?
Yes, who knows?
Who knows?
Oh no!
Ooh.
Oh, no. Let's see. Do they? Oh, they do have stuff. Oh, okay. All right, Yeti, that was a terrible stealth.
Hey, they're not in the favorite terrain. It's fine. You got this, though, man.
Actually, one thing. Do they have anything that gives them advantage? Ooh, they have advantage on stealth checks. Interesting. For those watching at home, like, Yetis only have stealth checks and snowy terrain. Well, if they're traditional Yetis, yes, but this is not a traditional Yeti, so shut up.
Cave
And
Yeti.
I was literally like, oh, they do get advantage? Oh, your bones on me.
It's a cave Yeti.
It's a cave Yeti. What's a cave Yeti look like, you ask? They've got dark gray fur.
Great.
That's it.
Gray and, gray and mossy.
Wait, where's the button? Click the button. I have to click the goddamn B. Click the B. Oh! Now, I'm pretty sure you guys can't see this, but the Yeti initially rolled a 1
I assumed, yeah.
for a critical failure. However, this time they've rolled a natural 20.
Damn.
Oh, damn.
So, Zormir.
Yep.
As you are making your way through this cavern, keeping an ear out, you hear the drip, drip, drip of water leaking along the cavern walls, the smell of earth in the air. As you're making your way past, let's see, you're probably moving about this way, heading down here towards the exit to the cavern, keeping your eyes out. You unfortunately do not see the Yeti that is about to ambush you.
It's on the ceiling.
Ambush Yeti.
Actually, kind of Yeti's things, usually, so makes sense.
Let me pull this over here so I can properly do this. Alrighty. Zormir, you, unless you have a sort of warning or anything that prevents you from being surprised, like the alert feat, are surprised! But unfortunately, you did not make your stealth check. Zormir, roll me initiative while I roll initiative for this Yeti, and then we'll head back to the rest of the group. And then we'll just... everyone can be an initiative. Look at that. The DM's so
Yay.
smart.
I like that it's gonna be, in this particular song, it's gonna be interposed with, like, straight up cuts to Zombie being beaten up by Yeti. Or Zombie beating up a Yeti. He's got good odds.
Do you have anything... oh, you have advantage on wisdom perception. Nice. Such as this dex check, yep. Ooh, okay. Fortunately for you, yeah, he's gonna get 2 rounds.
Oh dear.
Hmm.
It's fine, you've got, what's your AC? It's like 27, right? You're
You'll be
fine.
No.
fine.
Initially it's 24. It goes up to 25.
Okay.
But while they're doing that, we head back to the rest of the party onto your second bout. Now, let's do a very quick recap of the rules. DM's opened way too many tabs. I don't
Thank
need
you.
half of these. Go away.
Leave, tabs.
Go away, tabs. Now, there is a couple checks you can do during the initial bout, which you'll decide what to do before we roll initiative. Then we'll roll initiative to decide how that works. There is the Excite action, or the Bless Your Party action, where you can do something to draw your performance up a notch, either a wisdom performance, no wisdom, a charisma performance or persuasion, dexterity, acrobatics, or performance if you want to do something fancy, some strength, athletics, or performance if you want to do something impressive. And whatever else you can convince me would look appealing to the audience or fits in with the vibe of the song you are going with, as well as blessing your party. I'm just going to call it blessing your party at this point because it's effectively what you're doing. You can also bane your opponent by either trying to throw them off their game or intimidate them with a charisma, intimidation, or persuasion check. Is it prism? No, it just says charisma, intimidation,
Performance?
or wisdom performance. It was. You can try and steer your performance to clash with theirs and almost undermine the song they're going with, or anything else you think appropriate. You can also, what I'm going to be calling, control the arena. I'm also going to write these down. Bless your party. Bane your opponent. And control the arena. And control arena is the slightly modified distract the judges or the audience. And this one is where you're going to do a charisma performance or persuasion against against anybody else who also wants to control the arena, and whoever controls the arena is going to have advantage on their check. Gonna make this much more powerful. And for the sabotage action, I'm not gonna tie this into the judges thing. I don't think it quite works as well. So this is just gonna be, you just need to make a stealth check or some form of check to not get caught what you're doing, depending on what it is you're doing. Because they all have wisdom and things anyway, so.
Yeah.
So, Bless Your Party is something to do to help you gain a plus bonus to your thing. Bane your opponent, it gives you a negative to your opponent. Control the arena is going to be a contested check against anyone else who happens to do control of the arena from the other side, and whoever has the highest one is going to give their party the advantage because they've got the spotlight on them. And then sabotage will just be any miscellaneous action that you can do to sabotage your opponent, and based on that sabotage, I'll probably throw in additional effects like a free bane or maybe even disadvantage on your opponent if it's strong enough. But do note that if you are caught because you fail the passive wisdom of the audience or the judges or anything like that, or your opponents catch you and are able to call attention to it before you're able to finish it, you will probably incur some sort of penalty, like either disadvantage on your group or a bane effect on your party.
Yeah.
All right, are there any questions to do with those 4 actions?
No.
I mean, could you repeat it again? So.
Bless your party, bane your opponents, control the arena, sabotage. Sabotage. And at the end of the bout, after everyone has gone, you are gonna do a performance check by whoever the lead on the song is. I'll let you guys rotate this if you want, but previously we were just doing it off Fukyu and the point both roll. And because you've got 2 bards in the party, I'm going to take the highest, effectively an advantage, but spread across the party. Which I can continue to do. But if any of the other party members do want to try and take the reins, you can swap out with someone, but I'm going to keep it a limit of 2, just as,
Makes sense.
so I'm not having to... You're not getting 4 checks.
You're getting 4 quad rolls.
You're getting
even
quad
the bad
rolls.
ones.
Alrighty. Now, you've already done your performance platform, so this is the second bout of it. You previously made it. Oh, and for victory condition, for each performance check, you get a number of points time based on the 5 difference in the contested check with your opponent, and the first group to get to 3 wins in a seesaw match. So if you only get 2 one round and they beat you by 3 the next, they can pull it back, but they will have to pull it back to the center and then onto their side.
Yeah.
for anyone who's played
of War?
Inscription.
Oh.
I was actually gonna think Inscription. It's the tooth mechanic thing.
I was thinking the final fight in the original God of War.
I don't think I've ever played that. No, I've only played the new ones. But I said I've not played Ragnarok yet. You go play that at some point.
Good game.
But there we go. Okay, so previously it was a draw, neither side getting an advantage of 5 in order to tilt the scales one way or the other in the audience's favor. Also, there's like a arbitrary round limit of if whenever the DM thinks the round's gone too long, I'm just gonna call a draw.
Yeah.
Probably 5, but we'll see.
It'll basically be when like all the
You know,
things have, like, finished.
Yeah,
believe it
like
was
all
5.
songs are variable length. Some songs are 3 minutes. Some songs are 5 minutes. Who knows?
Some songs are
Rating.
25 minutes. Yeah.
So,
I believe it was 5 rounds last time.
Look at you, Meatloaf.
do we want to keep it that the party can communicate a little bit before calling out their actions? If you guys want to do a little bit of coordination, obviously you won't know what the party's doing because I'm going to roll randomly for them for the opposition. Or do we want to have everyone kind of do their thing and not be aware of what everyone else is going for?
I like the little communication, like very
Like,
short
yeah.
little one. Made a bit of sense. 'Cause
Yeah,
we've
small
practiced this
communication.
stuff. We've practiced this stuff in
Yeah,
theory.
since this is PvE, the DM does not give two shits about unfair advantages over the enemy.
Yeah.
So that's fine. All right. So previously, the Nightwalker crashed through your obelixes, your obsidian pillars in the shape of the avatars, and was readying for a second bout up. What would the party like to do for this round of the bout amongst those 4 actions?
Okay, I've just got an idea. Point and fuck you, you okay being picked up?
Oh my god, you're gonna throw the point and fuck
I'm not
you
gonna
at them.
throw him! I'm not gonna throw him at him!
I mean, fuck you's. Fuck you's planning on trying to sabotage them and whole person them. Whole band.
Okay,
Oh.
I'll attempt to control the arena then.
Yeah. Luke, you're
I'm
on.
attempting to Bane.
You're doing bait. I'll try and hype us up a bit there. I'll be once again just dead eyeing with Millie, but I'll be helping amp us up. I'll lift you guys up a bit, hopefully. Maybe juggle you. We'll see what I do. See what it feels like. Just juggle the goblin and the dwarf.
Yeah, how many members are they? 4.
So they've got 4 equal to your 4. This is one of the equal groups.
I'm just double checking to see how many targets what spell I need for 4 targets. 6th level spell. Is it 6th? Yeah, 6th level spell.
Sounds about right. Yeah, it sounds right. Yeah, 'cause it's level 2 spell, right? It's plus 1 person per level.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it would be 6.
They had
Who really
expertise.
needs the drummer? Just 3 of them.
Who needs the drum?
Hey, he's
I
just
will
the
say
person
Millie's
sets
gonna
the
be.
pace.
Millie's gonna have one hell of a save.
Yay!
You do all these things out here. Well,
Start
you're not rolling
that roll
initiative
for-
yet. You gotta
Who
put your
just rolled initiative? Well, I think we've already locked in what we're all doing.
yeah. Put your actions in the channel so I don't have to remember. Per DM, it's too much to remember.
I thought we were all rolling initiative, sorry.
We're
Yeah,
rolling
the DM,
snap.
the
Oh,
DM
yeah,
was
we were.
preemptively doing the NPCs. Oh wow, 2 of these guys are going on like 23. And Millie gets advantage on hers. But I'll just do both and take the highest. Alright, she's gonna take 17. Alright, once everybody's put in their action, which I believe everyone now has, now the rest of you can roll initiative, so we can see what the order is.
You want me to roll again, or
Hey!
You can keep your horrible 7.
Once again, I tie with Millie. I think this keeps happening.
Oh
Ah.
damn!
Hey! We actually beat the other guys.
So the issue is, fuck you's gonna do the sabotage before I do the distraction.
I mean, I
Yeah,
can
I'm gonna-
try. I can hold the hold person out until
Oh
you're
yeah, you could.
distracted.
I was gonna say you could hold your action. No.
Yeah.
To be fair, the control is no longer needed for the sabotage. Just you need to pass your stealth checks.
Okay.
The control of the arena is powerful in of itself just because it gives that advantage. So it's still worth trying to, and even worth maybe putting 2 people on if you really want that advantage. Because the advantage is so good.
Advantage is great.
I think it makes it just powerful in its own right. Alright, I'm also going to try and change up the ordering of these things each bout before I roll, just so that way it's a little bit more fluctuated. I did roll...
4 17s.
Well, the turn order when I put it in descending is going to decide on who goes first there.
Yeah.
And I have included sabotage in this round. Okay, guess it's a D4 I'm rolling now. Let me put this. Let me 1 second. I'm just thinking up my notes to make this a little bit easier on me. About 2.
There's
Just
4
gotta put this
17s
in
and 2 23s. I'm just actually.
Ooh, wow. And the last one is going to be a bit of who knows what that one is. Yep. All right. Is everyone on the turn order?
I believe so.
Okay, Fook, you are starting first.
Yep. So fuck you is strumming on his lute, just dead eyes staring at the what are they called? Death to Authority.
Death to Authority.
Yeah. Just dead eyes staring them. Basically saying, "You're gonna hold still now." Yeah. And he's gonna cast Hold Person. I'm assuming it's essentially going off the same time as Point does their thing.
Yeah, effectively.
Yeah.
So if you two would like to describe how this visually comes across, go for it.
I mean, fuck you isn't doing anything visually apart from playing on his lute.
You're still casting a spell. Does it have somatic and verbal components?
It does, and I believe I'm also using the lute to cast a spell. Does something that causes any of the targets to be charmed on a failed saving throw, thereby imposing disadvantage on the save. I don't think Hold Person.
I think that works on.
Effect.
It's not, I believe.
What was the question?
Is Hold Person a charm?
I don't believe it is.
No,
Is it a
so-
what to charm?
Charm.
Is Hold Person a
he's
charm
checking if it's
effect?
a
Oh, no.
I don't believe it is.
No. it's
No,
not-
Hold
not
Person's
charm.
not a charm.
Yeah.
Spell
Um,
effect.
Yeah, it was
because
because
the
my
bardic,
DOS
right.
lute would give them disadvantage
Yeah.
on if they failed. Or like trying to break out of it essentially. But that's fine. But yeah, I mean the somatic is essentially just him playing on the guitar or on the lutes even.
Could I say that just like the glyphs and things for casting the spell appear just on the threats as you're playing it
Yeah.
or something?
Yeah,
So
remember,
it-
spellcasting still has a visual component. It's very Sorcerer Supreme, where you create the arcane glyphs in the air, or in your case, they looked like musical notes forming or something.
Yeah,
But you
so-
kind of stealth it in with the rest of the pyrotechnics and aesthetics going on.
So yeah, like Bob was saying, so the frets on the lute light up. So all different glyphs and sigils on it light up.
Just like Guitar Hero.
Kinda, yeah.
Yeah. Unfortunately, spellcasting is not a subtle thing, unless you are subtle spelling it.
Yeah. I'm happy to roll a stealth or whatever.
Yes. If you're kind of doing this in terms of like pretending to be part of the music, you're kind of blending in with the rest of it. Then give me either a dexterity or charisma stealth check.
Ooh, charisma stealth.
Yeah. You're literally just playing it off as if you're doing it. That's awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, because
So
you're literally playing an instrument.
This would be a +8 to this.
15.
Plus 8
oh,
to that
plus
is a
8.
24.
Yeah.
Wait.
23.
No, 23. 23. Another 23 to add to the pile.
Yeah. Yeah,
What? Have you already got a +7 on this?
because that's my charisma.
Your charisma's
Oh,
+7?
No, wait, it'll be
Oh,
21.
jack of all trades.
21
Yeah.
because it's doing Drac of all trades. Yeah, so
Yeah.
it's 21, not 23.
21.
How are you getting a +7 and a +8? Calm down. You guys are powerful. You're not that powerful.
Oh, to be honest,
Give
I
Alvin
I
a
forgot-
time, give
yeah.
Alvin a time.
I forgot Jack of all trades goes on to the just the
Flat ability checks
yeah.
as well. Yeah, I did as well.
Yeah.
so 21.
Yeah.
Jackal traits makes that weird. Alright. Alright, but 20, 21. Yeah, let's assume that's high enough. It's above 20. That you easily beat the. I think you beat any of their passives too. Alright. And you're casting. How many targets are you targeting?
So it's a 6th level spell, so it's all of them. All 4 targets.
Ooh. All 4 targets. So Millie, I'm gonna do Millie separately. She'll have slightly. I need to actually double check if she has proficiency. 1 second.
So it's wisdom safe.
Yeah, let's see what she got.
I think bards get wisdom. I'm not 100% on that.
No.
How do they not?
Unless she's not full bard.
Maybe.
Remember, they're not full anything. They're NPCs.
They're just
I always
still-
go off of like, what's a good gauge?
Silly players.
What's always a
Classes
good-
are for characters.
unique monsters.
She might get stuff because she's part of the rebellion.
She's
But-
Gramps' adopted daughter.
Just
Yeah.
be glad she isn't.
That's why she might get it.
Alright,
just
so
have magic.
Glad she hasn't
She's
got
got-
part flooded.
I think 2 of them failed.
Alright, I'm just going to do this in order. So, Death to Authority number 1 and Death to Authority number 2 are held.
Number 3, this is the drummer, isn't it? It played shacked up the drummer earlier, and they're the one that passed.
that or the bassist. Just here's dun 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 dun.
The drumming stops,
Man.
the guitaring stops. And dun,
Ooh.
The bass keeps on.
Bass solo.
Hilariously enough, the thing I've got for the royalty fee music
The bass keeps running.
is actually just went into like a bit of bass for a brief moment. We talk about that. Now it's a guitar again.
Now, remind me what exactly Hold Person is doing. Is it
Paralyzed.
He's paralyzed.
it's exactly paralyzed? Okay, then. It seems to have no effect on Millie.
Ooh, she's got freedom of movement. That would be my assumption. That she's just got a permanent freedom of movement on, which would be pretty cool.
I mean, half the band is paralyzed, so.
Yeah.
Alrighty, so nobody caught you doing, or nobody appears to have caught you doing that. Who knows what kind of bystanders are in
Gramps
the
is
arena
watching
watching
and
you.
just shaking. Gramps is
Just knowing it down. Kill this one. How dare they target my favorite granddaughter's
bandmates.
band? Alright. The big misfits. The point is your turn.
The start of the 23.
Okay. So I'll be laying down just a good baseline to underline fuck yous solo, and as I play, the monoliths that we created earlier begin to pulse with neon light, and that light spurts out of the broken ones and kind of wraps itself around the Night Walker, trying to hold it in place, like we're holding half of them in place.
Very nice, very nice.
Getting psychedelic now.
And you are controlling the arena, so go ahead and make me your performance, or what else did I have for performance, charisma performance, or charisma persuasion, your choice.
It's gonna be performance. I'm 4 better at it.
Mhm.
Ooh,
21,
damn.
nice.
Well, I don't think anyone's beaten that, but who knows? We'll give them a chance.
They got a shot.
Uh,
Millie's got a shot, I think.
What was Millie? Oh, Millie gets. I get to decide because Millie's a named NPC, which means Millie gets to decide based on the circumstances at the time what she's doing.
Yeah.
The rest have to follow a script. But let's have a look-see then. Alright, so as that aesthetic comes off, just the pulsing light wrapping around the Nightwalker, the audience is enthralled by this 29 performance. They are on the edge of their seat. We go then to Death to the Authority. But what's this? The first Death to Authority seems to have stalled out. They have a glossy look in their eyes. They seem to the trained eye to be paralyzed. Oh well, I guess they missed their turn. We now move to the second Death to Authority. And what's this? They too appear to have a glossy look in their eye.
23s, nice.
Drugs have kicked in now.
Yeah.
Drugs kicked in now. As we go straight to Alvina.
Well, Alvina, there is a bit of warning for it, but she basically does a twirl dance, like stomps her foot into the ground, just picks up one hand each, fuck you, and the point, just heaves them onto her, like up into the air, then plays her instrument out, and they both land on her shoulders.
Very nice. And I assume you're doing some sort of strength-based performance?
Yeah, pretty much.
Alright, go for it.
Which Alvina has performance as well, so basically this is just a athletics check. Yay! Come on. Oh, only an 18.
It's not too bad though.
It's pretty bad for me.
And this was a bless-like
For a
effect.
9, yeah.
Yeah.
Where did I put that list corresponding? I think it's the dice.
It was above a 50,
a
it was a
D6.
D6. Yeah. I remember it was up in 5s. I can't remember if 10 was the baseline or not.
Is the baseline for a D4.
Yeah.
So the party gets a plus D6 to their performance check at the end. Very nice. As we does this impact the visuals in any way, Alvina?
I'd say yeah. The two monoliths that are Cat and Destiny would probably like glow much more vibrantly and just smash the Nightwalker back a bit. I'd say. The other two is
Like almost like a bass thunder blast into it.
yeah. Thunder
Like
clap.
nice strong imagery. All right, we go to Death of the Authority, and this one was doing trying to control the arena against a 29. The poor fool.
You might have a chance.
To be fair, they do have expertise in performance, and they get a D8 random modifier because it's more fun this way than giving them stats.
Yeah.
Or a 25. Ooh.
Most of
close.
good show.
They were close.
They were close. Ooh. Do I use Millie's secret weapon? I kind of do. I feel like it's the fun thing to do. I'm going to, since Millie's on the exact same turn and she gets an impromptu, she is also going to use her ability, but she is going to do a positive sabotage, shall we say? Because I need a better word for that. And she is going to use her turn to use one of her bardic inspirations to try and give that boost.
Ooh.
Let's see, I need to double check what her die was. Is it all the way up? Oh, it's not quite D10 levels yet, so just a D8. She's at least a high tier 2 bard. She is going to give a D8 as her leadership inspiration. For she is the leader of a band. She's an authority figure. Ironically, in a band called Death
I was
to
gonna
Authority.
say, well, she's gonna die.
Oh, that's probably. Okay, so she gets a D8 to this 25. They need at least a 4 to
5.
contest it for a draw. To be fair, an equal match probably I'm gonna say is a stalemate and nobody gains the advantage.
I assumed it would just be both normal.
Yep. So let's see. They need either a 4 or higher to take control from the point. Oh!
Yeah.
Nice.
But they didn't.
Woo!
They have earned my respect.
She's good. She's good.
So close as well. But that is also going to be use up Millie's turn to do that. As we move
To the first Yeti turn.
To the first Yeti. As from this excitement, as the Nightwalker attempts to get up but can't quite burst through the aura of these pulsating lights, you see Millie kind of take the mic and scream into it to defy constraint. And you see the Nightwalker try to push up once more. But alas, it's just ever so slightly not enough. As it crunches back down onto one knee, the Nightwalker is restrained. The gods have spoken. They've sent down obelisks to fucking chain this thing. As from that lovely picturesque scene, we move over to a damp, dripping cavern in dim... Actually, I'm pretty sure it'd be dark lighting. Actually, it's a good point. Zormir, do you have night vision? Do you have dark vision?
I got dark vision.
Everyone has dark vision. Damn, party members. Alright, then the world around you is grey monoscale, and I'm pretty sure it also limits your vision reach since, you know, it's dark vision. It's no, you can't fucking see perfectly.
60 foot.
I don't
Yeah.
think Gwen does.
Gwent does. He has the eyes. Remember,
Oh.
he has the glasses.
Interesting.
We got him an
no,
item. We got him a item.
But Zormir, looking around this grey, dark, dripping cavern that you're trying to make through back home, there's still a bit of warmth to the air. It's actually a little bit uncomfortably warm and damp and really humid in these caverns. There appears to be a great deal of source of water spread throughout them that just keeps the air really moist.
Mm-hmm.
And as you're walking about, you don't notice as you've turned your back to this outcropping, you hear before you see a screaming, gnarling voice. DM's gonna need water in 5 seconds.
He was legit caught. He peeked out the mic on Discord, so we didn't actually
Yeah.
hear you.
Since they are stealth, they get to make this check with advantage.
Okay.
Disclose some goddamn more tabs. Is there a way for me? I'll just roll it twice. Okay. Does an 18 hit?
Nope.
Should not. As just you feel this thump against your back as two massive paws of this 10-foot creature come down on you almost in a haymaker style, just clutching its claws together in just a grip. It just tries to smack down on your back from behind you. And dear fucking god, does Zormir not budge.
I
Huh?
will use my reaction to push it 15 foot back for missing.
Can you use reactions in the surprise round?
Can I?
Ooh, I need to double check. I actually don't think you.
I don't think you can. Yeah.
Yeah, the only point of it's been so long since I've had to do surprise. Everyone just keeps getting eventually just buys a sort of warning. Surprise is not technically conditioned.
You can't move or take an action your first turn of combat. You can't take a reaction till that turn ends.
All right. And I think
Let's double check. Does the Yeti get multi? Ooh, it does. It gets 2 claw attacks. Okay. So it's no longer stealth though. As you're able to glance back and just see this very gray matted large figure in this what appears to be regular large like camping vest.
camping vest.
Yeah, like
So
one of those
where,
little
yeah,
like one of those little like puffy vests that you wear to like keep yourself warm, but the arms are still exposed. And what appears can
I know
only
it.
be described as a fishing hat that is ever so slightly too small for him.
Okay.
You know what? Respect. I have no idea on the contest, but I like this guy.
You're not sure if the Yeti wears clothes, like if they made this or if they like stole it from some poor victim.
Uh-huh.
But the Yeti is wearing clothes. Well, only wearing this puffy God, you know, like the waterproof, slightly padded.
Yeah, it's a bomb, like a windbreaker sort of thing.
Waistcoat.
It's windbreak. Yeah.
What
With
Marty
this,
McFly wears.
Yeah.
with this fishing hat just like sat on top of his head between these large goat-like horns.
Yeah.
Hell yes.
Am I standing in water?
You're not. There's drippings. You can see like small little pools on the outcroppings where like water's dropped down from one of the stalactites and has like created a small little pool beneath it. But you yourself are not in water.
Alright.
It's going to attempt to try like just it pauses for a second as it stares at you. Some of its bluster vanishing as it didn't knock you prone,
Uh-huh.
and it's gonna try and just smack you. It's gonna kind of just take its claws and dig into you
Okay.
for a 8 to hit.
Oof.
If the 18 didn't hit, the 8's definitely not hitting.
And it's just gonna like rebounce off your armor, and it's just gonna like stare down. You can see this brows furrowing in confusion. It's just, huh? As it stares up at you, and it's gonna try and find your line of sight. Remind me, what does your helmet look like? And have you got your helmet up?
Yeah, the helmet's on. It basically it covers my face, and you just see this sort of slits where the eyes are, and the horns out either side of the mask. Oh, it's like essentially like a actual helmet, but the horns and the eyes and sort of some slits near where the nostrils are. Basically,
I always imagine it's like the Iron Man 1 helmet. The first like prototype one, but with cow horns. That's always I imagined it.
it's sort of like that, but more sort of obviously a fit my shape of
Sleeked down.
face. To fit my shape of face, because obviously the cows have a more pronounced sort of
Snout.
jaw and things
Snout.
out and that, so it's out that way a bit, and obviously has holes for the nostrils and that.
Well, recovering from his confusion, he is going to reach both his claws up and place them on either side of your helmet. And is just going to, like, bring his face in and stare directly into your eyes.
Uh-huh.
As I need you to make me a Constitution saving throw. And this will be against force damage.
Okay.
This isn't a abominable Yeti. This is a cavern Yeti.
Alright.
A 13 TC Constitution save, which I'm sure you'll make no problem.
Oof.
Closer than
As
you think.
Yeah.
as he stares in, you hear the noise of in the distance of almost like rumbling rocks cascading down and crushing something. But you kind of push through it with your innate sense of internal structure and strength, and you do not take the force damage or any other effects that may or may not have happened had you failed.
Mm-hmm.
Do you take half on a save? Nope, that's fine. I believe it's just all or nothing. Yep. All right. The Yeti stares at you in even more confusion as it is your turn, and you lose the surprise condition as we go to the end of your turn. You can now use your reactions.
Okay.
How's Zormir feeling? Like, obviously, you've come to your senses, and you're just staring into this Yeti that's trying to ambush you to very poor effect.
Uh-huh. As a reaction, I'm going to say, sorry to disturb your fishing?
Question mark? He's cave fishing. He's caught himself a nice cave.
The Yeti does not seem to understand you. It does not seem to understand common.
Do you speak Yeti?
Do you speak Yeti?
Deep speech in Celestial.
Nah, that's not.
That'd be a no then.
That'd be hilarious
I
if
don't
Zomer
speak-
actually had like a one language it was Yeti.
I think it'd be closer to being something like giant or something.
I think they actually have a Yeti language. Yeah, they actually is a
No,
Yeti
they
language.
do. There is a
There-
Yeti.
There is actually a Yeti language, sir.
Okay.
Yeah. I mean, he has an intelligence of 8. He is fully sentient.
He's more intelligent than
Yeah.
Albina.
Oh, that's funny. Luke Grimm, it is your turn.
This is probably a very bad idea, but it's gonna be fun.
Who are you Eldritch blasting?
No.
Okay. Oh, you don't have that anymore. Who are you fireballing?
I don't have that.
Oh.
I'm gonna distract Millie.
I am very concerned as what you're about to do. My brain just went to he's not gonna do that, right? He's not gonna do that, right? He might do that. Please don't
You
do
probably should be concerned, but it's probably not what you think.
that. Oh, thank God.
I'm gonna look at Millie and say to her, like, you must be an angel because no Noid could be as beautiful as you.
Aw,
Oh shit!
Because Noids get killed.
the charm offensive. We're just gonna flirt her out. We're gonna flirt her.
Alright, I guess this is charisma persuasion. You roll high on this.
I should do.
Nope.
12, damn.
Yeah, no, I'm just saying that's Millie already had a high DC,
Yeah.
given their personality. Unfortunately, it does not seem to have worked.
She's too pissed off at Alvina to notice.
However, since I'm assuming you were baning the opposition, the rest of the party is distracted for Millie at you.
The one non-paralyzed guy just
Just like, oh, dude, Millie, oh, is this what you have to put up on a daily basis? Oh, jeez.
I'm so sorry.
And it's ever slightly distracting. It's a D4 Bane effect. Oh, as I believe that brings us to the end of the round.
Yeah.
With the conclusion of this scene being just the Nightwalker still even more enchained than they previously were. They're really setting up for this underdog, but let's find out how the performance goes. Now, your group does have advantage, so both the point and Fukyu can roll with advantage.
Cool.
I will take the highest, because effectively quadruple advantage for your party.
Yeah.
Maybe I should only apply it to one, but oh well, screw the opposition.
It's cooler. 30!
Ooh.
Jesus Christ.
And
Yeah,
that's
so-
not even as high as it can go.
Yeah.
Millie's already used her action
Yeah.
for this round, so
Pretty
she
close,
can't
though.
reroll.
Oh, yeah, and we've got a D6 as well.
You do, but we'll apply that afterwards if it's necessary.
It might.
Maybe. See what
And
Millie
the
gets.
rest of the party,
Yeah.
two of them got paralyzed, and they didn't get muster any blesses. So let's see what their base is gonna be. Holy fuck!
Ooh.
Oh, wow.
We need it! They've got a minus
Jesus
D4!
Christ.
They've got a minus D4, we've got a D6! We did need it!
You did! Oh my god, they nat 20 this. Apparently you're just setting them up for the ultimate comeback. Let's see what their D4 is.
4.
It's a 2, so
Two.
it's 33.
So we need at least a 3.
Yeah, minimum.
That's a
Hang on,
5.
we can't make it anything
Yeah.
but a draw.
No, but
You
we can take the moral victory that we got slightly higher!
As yet again, apparently this band is really giving you your money's worth. It is a draw, ladies and gentlemen.
I am
About
so
2
sad.
is another draw.
I am so sad they didn't get a negative for 2 people being paralyzed. No.
To be fair, they lost 2 actions.
Yeah, that's why I'm like, oh shit.
I'm also going to limit the sabotage to like 1 bout.
Yeah.
Otherwise, it's too powerful.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
I was gonna say, it lasts for a minute, so
Yeah. I mean,
Yeah.
usually.
Also, these bouts aren't like 6 seconds because that would be ridiculous song-wise.
This is very rapid.
Which is fair, if we're going for like 5 rounds max, that is probably like 5 minutes of song, so that makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Alright, before we get into this next round, DM's gonna get some water.
Yep.
So we're gonna take our first 5-second break there, everyone.
Back
And continue to watch to see if this whole round ends in a draw, or if one of them can come out supreme.
Honestly, if it actually does end both of us two drawing, That'd be very cool for the story, because I hope they're our final opponent as well. So if we just evenly match and then have it duke it out in the final, it'd be awesome. Yeah. Back in a minute.
See you in a bit.
Boop, 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 boop.
It's very, very.
Yeah.
It's being very band oriented with the just the mic while you're mic just doing that little bit of it.
Yeah.
It's because I put push to talk on space, and then I was typing, hitting space. I'm going to switch it to a different key.
Yeah.
Tab.
No, tab can do funky things if you're pressing it, holding it.
Caps lock.
I've put it on numpad 0, which should
Yeah.
work.
As long as you're not typing anything. I mean, I've known people to do it on the like the print screen button or the end button.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Most people put on like V for actually playing video games, but
There's that as well.
obviously,
Yeah. I mean,
but if you
I tend to put it on like a mouse button.
yeah, unfortunately, I have a mouse button. It has got like 12 extra buttons, but I forget I have them and never use them half the
Yeah.
time
I mean,
because I've got
the mouse buttons on my mouse. I've got your normal left click, right click. You've got your middle button with like the scroll wheel, but then I've
Yep.
also got like a forward and backwards button on it as well.
all right.
I'm back.
So you
Okay.
usually put like push to talk on the forward button or something.
I got the
I've got on right shift, which
Okay.
should not be used by anything.
Using
Oh.
right shift is a bit interesting. Yeah.
I got a Razer mic, mouse with interchangeable side panel,
Okay.
and
Yep,
currently
same.
the one I've
Same.
got. Currently, I've got the 12 button side panel.
Oh,
got-
they have a moped. That's what I use as well.
Yeah, I've got
I
a
actually had to
Logitech MX Master.
Razer Chroma, I believe. Chroma Naga. The big one. Hilariously enough, this is my second one because my dad bought me one for Christmas, not realizing I already had one. But my mouse just broke
Oh, fair
like
enough.
this week, so I've just got the same mouse again.
I do have a
My original,
Razer.
it was just double clicking everything.
I have a Razer keyboard as well, but I don't use that for my main computer. I just got the bog standard, sort of keyboard for I use for my main gaming computer.
Yeah.
Yeah, I have a decent like gaming keyboard. I don't have a Razer one. It works
Yeah.
fine.
To be honest, I need to look at upgrading my keyboard because I've got a stock keyboard from a computer that I don't even have anymore.
Ah,
It's
Fair enough.
It's a HP branded
Oh,
keyboard.
oh my god.
Yeah.
yeah.
HP.
It came with my HP desktop that I got in like 2014,
Yeah.
Jesus.
and like even now, like if you just buy a stock desktop now, you don't actually get the keyboard with them anymore. You have
Yeah.
to buy them all separately now.
Yeah.
Now
I
this-
need to get some upgrades to my PC. Not the keyboard. I need to get like honestly, I might need a new motherboard and things. I might need to actually look at just getting a new PC.
Oh yeah, I mean my current PC is an Acer. It's just a stock Acer thing. But it runs decently. It's got a 1650 graphics card in it. I did have to
Yeah,
upgrade the RAM.
I need to upgrade my RAM.
I might need more RAM, new graphics card, and new motherboard.
Yeah,
Yeah.
this thing just needs a full upgrade.
Yeah, pretty much that's why
Okay.
like I might need to just get a new PC because I need like a few very major parts. And
Is
maybe
that-
a new power source because it's something a bit occasionally just like freaks. So I'm wondering if the power source might have something to do with it.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Depends on what
Okay.
Get
how
on a
much you're
bit.
running on it.
A lot. But it's just getting on a bit.
I am back.
essentially.
Hi.
Look at that.
Hello.
Are we ready for bout 3?
Yeah.
Do we have a loop?
Yes.
Do we have a point?
Absolutely not.
Fair
Good.
enough. Right, we'll start anyway then.
Alright, so. Still drawing out. You haven't quite been able to crush this little rebellion beneath you as the Nightwalker continues to struggle against the chains of oppression. And you must ask yourself, are you guys the bad guys in this story? I think you
Oh
might.
yeah. I mean,
We're always the bad guys.
I mean,
When Gwent's not around.
that's technically our actual party's name. Is the little bad guy. So.
Yeah.
No bad guy.
Oh, appropriate. Alrighty. So as we begin into about 3, the effects of the previous round wear off. Wow, I can't believe they nat 20 that. So good. Had you not gotten that little 30 there, they would have had a 33 to your 26 and managed to gain a point. But alas, we go back to a draw. I can't believe this looking part is rolling. This opposition is rolling so well. I did not expect them to keep up with
It makes
these
sense.
ridiculous rolls. I know it's
Yeah.
just seeing rolls like battling out in the 30s. It's like, god damn, calm down, everyone. I know you're tier 3, but jeez.
Yeah. This is a tier 4 standard thing. This battling out in the.
Yeah.
All right, but same rules apply as we get into the next bout. It appears that they are preparing to make a break of their chains and see if you can keep them down this bout and finally suppress this little uprising. What would you like to do this round? Put your
Well,
answers in the chat.
Yeah. Well, I just want to prove we're the better uprising. Anyway.
Yeah, honestly, I'm kind of down for us to just go crank everything into just.
Yeah,
blocks
I think
this
it's
round.
time to bring out our 5th party member. By
Yeah.
which I mean Point Bot.
Yeah. I was still trying to think what I should do.
Well, the depth authorities is going real high there.
That's one of the ones that's paralyzed, I think, as well. So.
Yeah, but he's fine now.
What kind of instruments are they playing?
One's on a bass, obviously a bass guitar. One's on the drum kit. The other is what's the good one? Obviously, Millie's on like vocals and guitar.
Yeah.
I mean, you could have a keyboard. You could have 2 guitars.
Yeah, it could have rhythm and lead guitar.
Mm.
Okay.
You
I've got
could have keys.
Yeah, I've got an idea to sabotage again.
Does it involve heat metal?
Maybe.
There's a yes then.
Yeah, we'll just have anyone else will be on guitar. We'll have two guitars, a lead guitar. and
Lead
some
and
drums.
rhythm, yeah. Lead, rhythm, bass, and drums.
And it's about what you get from a punk rock band.
Yeah.
Shout is valid. Not every cry calls change. We're here to rock you and lead you from your graves.
It's a half rhyme, but it'll do.
It works. It actually works better as a song, less as a poem, so it works.
Again, interesting.
Millie is not going that fast this time.
All right, so we've got a full queue on a sabotage. I've lined up the opposition's death to authority. What's the rest of you doing?
Amp and flirting with Millie, but mostly doing the amp.
Let's see if it goes better than lose distraction.
Oh, your initiatives.
We got everyone else in here. Lou, what are you doing?
Oh,
No.
God.
Hiding.
Hiding.
What
you
was
were you were intimidating. We got amp,
Yeah.
bless, and sabotage. Okay, then yeah, everyone will roll initiative.
Have.
I think that's also
Okay,
in there.
you're
Yeah.
so quick. Okay then, we start with Death to Authority, this is appropriate because they're baning straight off. Let's see how well they roll first. And then we'll decide. Oh, the effect. Okay. So that is a D10 Bane effect on the party. They're really coming for you guys this time round.
Isn't
I
it
think they're quite
D8?
pissed now.
For 23.
The other 25 was the.
Oh yes, it is. It's a D8.
Yeah. Oh, wait.
I think yeah, we're 25.
Yeah. Still brutal.
We'll keep melee for something else.
Mhm.
I don't think the extra chance is worth it. But as they do, you can see there. This is one of the base guys. You can see the sand around the obelisks and the monoliths and the Nightwalker begins to vibrate, and there is a pool of darkness spreading from the Nightwalker that begins to encompass and sneak up on the monoliths, and wrapping around are these black tendrils as the monoliths begin to crack, and the energy constraining the Nightwalker begins to disperse away. You can see it flickering at the edges as cracks begin to form throughout. As we go to the second Death to Authority, who this time, let me double check here, was a bless effect. So let's see what this guy can do. 17, okay. So this would be a plus d6 to their group. As the imagery, you can see the Nightwalker taking power from beneath the ground as they begin to push through the change. You can see their figure swelling with a more muscular shape as they begin to break out off it, and you can see the monoliths around starting to succumb and crack, the power fluctuating enough that with enough force the Nightwalker is standing back up, straining against the remaining lingering energy that is tethering them to the ground. Let's find out if they can stay rising as we get to the point.
You got this point.
Okay, so for one, summon point bot. Well, I'll add on in a minute. Number two, I'm going to see how well I roll before I
The way you describe it.
describe, yeah.
Okay.
Okay, not my best, but it's suitably high to be dramatic. So as these monoliths crack, a seventh monolith falls from the sky, go right into the center, right where this Nightwalker is. It's cracking straight through it, and this is the monolith of Melody.
No.
Ooh.
And also, as the smoke clears, you just see the silhouette of Pointbot on our platform, because Pointbot is now here.
Ah, he's in a pose, isn't he?
Yeah, he is in the point pose. Of course he is.
Yep. Finger guns directed at Death to Authority.
You know, it occurs to me, you only know 5 avatars. Who is the 6th monolith before the 7th one came down? Is it
The
blank?
The 6th one would have been pre-broken.
Ah, pre-broken.
So I just went off when someone else said, "Oh, it's the avatars." Yes, that's the right number.
I also
Yeah,
disagree.
they're in
I was like, I don't know it.
Fair enough. What does Melody's image look like to the point? A lot of cultures have different interpretations of them. Remind us what the points one was.
So for the point, it would be a kind of ethereal figure, no real face, kind of just long flowing hair, the impression of a body, but kind of, yeah, you can sort of tell it's music from somehow. I don't know how I'd describe it. If I was an artist, I would be able to. But yeah, no real face, long flowing hair. Kind of just the impression of music around her.
As the god of song and music dance crashes down. You don't quite know what's up with Melody in this universe. At least I don't think you do.
No.
No, we don't.
Did she get consumed by one of the new gods? Is she still out there? Is she part of the rogues? Who knows?
I have a theory about
Is
how
she still
I'm not
partying?
100%
She's still partying. But that is a plus D10 as this new monolith comes down and strengthens your resolve. But we go then to the third death to a... Wow, you guys all rolled pretty low.
Yeah.
Little bit.
Lou got a 1.
And they are going to try and control the audience.
And they did.
Jesus.
Ooh.
And they did.
Yeah,
That's a
hypnotic gaze.
D12, or maybe.
Yeah. I'm kind of glad none of us
That's
are
advantage.
contesting that now.
That's advantage.
Yeah, this is control
Oh.
the audience.
Mm.
Control the arena. Okay, so this is going to be the other bass guitar on the other side. Maybe the drums. This is more aesthetic. Let's have the drums, the other one out. As just you hear whispering from all of them on the mic as the drums suddenly go quiet. And just occasionally you hear this thumping rhythm that begins to increase as throughout all of this you can hear some strumming from the guitars, and in the microphones you hear emanating throughout.
Build up.
The beatdown's about to come.
Rise. 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 As you can hear the audience beginning to thump along. Rise. Rise. Almost like an anthem is being tapped into. As we return back to the Dripping Cavern.
And the Yeti's second round.
As the Yeti, now with a no longer surprised Zormir, Yeti is staring you, dead eyes staring straight into yours. With just, again, he takes another quizzical look at you. Huh?
Penance stare.
And let's see, what's the I want to do? Already tried to stare at you. They've tried to do some claw attacks here. Nothing seems to be working. Yeah, I think it's only about time. All right. The Yeti is going to lift up its hat.
Mm-hmm.
And there's a
under-
smaller Yeti.
Underneath the hat
Yeah, it's his cub.
is a fish.
A fish.
Okay.
And the
Oh
Yeti
my
is going to
God.
take the fish and put the hat back down. And is
Mhm.
going to do a contested grapple check against you to force the fish through your visor.
Okay.
This is an interesting idea. Athletics.
So in athletics or acrobatics, your choice. Which I don't think they have, so this is just going to be a strength check for them.
I'm just kind of surprised that the Yeti wouldn't have it. You'd think they would.
As they struggle to get the fit, they're just smushing it in your face, but aren't quite able to get it through your visor.
Zormir is planned for fish-based weaponry.
Oh, he's just very confused at why the.
What is
He's
happening?
why are you smushing a fish in my eye socket?
Someone turns the windscreen wipers on his helmet.
They are going to, with their second attack, try again.
Do it.
Could be another strength
Nat
athletics
20.
check. There's a chance. Zormir rolls really low and it rolls high. But Zormir can't get a fresh fish in their armor.
Oh, I got 15. Come on.
Ooh.
I want to see what happens. I
Oh.
have no idea.
It's a 17 for the
Yeah.
Yeti.
I
Okay.
just want to see what happens, honestly. I've got no clue what to expect.
Where do I?
As the fish is pushed into your visor,
Yeah.
there seems to be a
How
slippery
dead's the
oilness.
fish?
Never said
How
that.
dead's the fish?
Yeah,
Still alive.
is it still alive or is it actually
It's
dead?
been living under his hat, so it's probably dead.
It's not moving, so it
The
appears
cavern
to
was
be dead.
very moist.
There's a difference between moist and enough water for a fish to breathe.
Okay, let's hear what.
What's happening? Oil.
Well,
But this oil seems to start soaking into your face now that it's been pushed through your visor.
mm-hmm.
And I'm going to need you to make me a Constitution saving throw against poison.
If somebody gets poisoned again, oh dear.
Ooh. There's a chance.
Not a very high one.
Yeah.
Oh, they rolled a 10. As you can feel the stink of this fish beginning to kind of burn into your very flesh as your head becomes aflame with the smell and you begin to feel woozy.
Mm-hmm.
You are considered poisoned and we'll make another save next round. But that is you for now. You are now poisoned. You have disadvantage on your attacks and everything else that comes along with poison.
Everything. Pretty much
This is
everything.
everything.
There's better ways of getting your omega-3.
It costs a full action to remove the fish from out of your helmet.
Yikes.
But that is the Yeti's turn.
That was weird.
Love this Yeti. Yeti's great. It's Millie's turn as we head back to the arena. I like how Zormir's last session was like, oh my god, you're meeting a god and giving them therapy. This week, you're getting a fish smushed in your face by a Yeti.
By a cave yeti.
And you know nobody's gonna believe you.
No, they're not. I guarantee 100% Alvina will not believe you.
Oh
You
my
can bring
goodness.
the Yeti along and she won't believe you.
But yes, as the arena is thumping with this anthem, Millie is going to she's gonna bless her party, and she's going to use her bardic lead inspiration to give her a bonus to this. So she gets an extra D8 on top of this. Not pulling out any of the stops of you guys. She realizes how on the wire this is. She needed that for a 21 for is plus another D8 though. As you see the Nightwalker continue to stretch against its
Bones.
bonds. The rest of the monoliths finally crack, all except the seventh new one in the shape of Melody. And almost seeping back towards the center, having done their job, a new creature rises up behind the Nightwalker. This time in the shape of a black phoenix.
Ooh.
As it begins to rise up, and the Nightwalker reaches out to take the claws off the Dark Phoenix. And they are preparing to take you down, to take down the gods, as they set sights on the figure of the god you literally put in front of them.
Yeah, you definitely made us the baddies now, Point, by the way, just so you let you know.
This unknown figure to the audience that only the party, or even some of the party recognizes.
I have no fucking idea who it is.
What is Melody? Is she one of the life pantheon? Melody.
I don't think I have notes on Melody from our bit, because most of the points thing.
Yeah, she's in the Lucy pantheon, which would be light, not life.
Life.
So she is one of the life gods.
Is there any chance Alvin knows the hell that is? Probably not, right?
I mean, music is widely celebrated, and life is one of the two pantheons that reside normally heavily within Fantasia, because Fantasia is the realm of life, abundance, dangerously abundance.
I don't roll it, do I? No.
Wow. So it's normally life and nature, the two pantheons that tend to come up a lot in Fantasia.
Alvin is in the more naturey section, I guess.
Music, who cares about music?
I'm a dancer. I dance. Music just happens. That's my sister.
She's literally the god of music and dancing.
And I'm the war dancer. It's like, and my sister did all the music stuff.
But they have fully summoned and have the crowd on board. They have risen the Dark Phoenix to help them in their rebellion. They're definitely on theme, this band.
Yeah.
Fuck you. Gotta hope your sabotage is good because they've already gone.
Yeah.
So I don't think you can quite stop them missing their turn this time.
Probably not, no.
But that is the cost of rolling low.
They burst into flames, killing them all instantly.
Yeah, I mean, with me going like so much later, just double checking to see what I can do. I mean, yeah, sabotaging them this late in the game isn't going to do much.
Like I said, if you, depending on what you do, it might still incur a small penalty to them, assuming you don't get caught.
Mm-hmm.
And then it might incur you a small penalty. You can also choose to abort your sabotage. That is a perfectly valid option. You aren't stuck to it. Since that is one of the mechanics of the initiative rolls after you decide.
Yeah. Would I be able to change like my sabotage to a bane?
You wouldn't be able to change the action, because that's the cost.
Okay.
Ooh.
But you would be able to stop your sabotage, or you can tweak what your sabotage itself is.
I thought of something you could do.
Go on.
You could polymorph the drummer who is building all the rhythm up. So he might scatter the lot of them and might get them all distracted and really shake them off for a moment.
That does feel like the sort of thing that would ruin us.
Potentially.
Yeah.
Now if we get caught, how do you know he's not a druid?
Yeah. Sorry, I'm gonna go with the original plan. Gonna target the strings of the rhythm guitar and cast heat metal on them, because that should at least warp them and potentially stretch them and just fucking it all up.
Maybe
Alright,
snap,
well,
maybe
untune
snap
it.
one.
Untune it, yeah, definitely.
You are casting a spell with a verbal, semantic, and material components, so go ahead and give me your dexterity or charisma stealth.
I'm just gonna do it as plain stuff because that's usually better roll. Maybe not.
Yeah, do 20.
30-20 though.
A 20 is still positive. Okay then. What effect will this have? Because it's not a bane itself, I'm going to give them a negative D4 to this.
Okay.
Which I think is a good compromise for the salvaged sabotage.
Yeah.
Still has an effect, but the initiative order obviously weakens that effect heavily.
Yeah.
As we go then to Zormir with a fish in their face. Zormir, what would you like to do?
It's your first turn, Zormir.
You are no longer surprised.
Okay.
Well, you might be more surprised now that you have fish in your face.
You're not surprised, you're shocked.
Also, let's assume that because it's directly in your visor, that you are temporarily blinded until you remove it.
Blinded and poisoned, yikes.
Very bad.
Just
Oh,
out the
okay.
mechanics of you can't see through the fish.
Oh, it's Fugu.
Cuckoo.
I'm guessing I can't see through that eye, or is it I can't see through both of them?
Well, I was literally imagining him like sticking this in your helmet. It's quite a large fish.
All right.
There's a trout in front of both of your eyes.
Yeah, just assume there's a trout in your face.
All right. Well, this is
Depending
gonna
on,
make.
depending on how small your eye holes were, it might be blood and guts in your face, but I'll leave that up to you.
Okay.
So-
Zombie's the chum bucket.
Um, I'm gonna do something really stupid and twist Destiny a bit to alter my cantrip.
Okay.
But it's also gonna be visually kind of. This might go fucking terribly wrong. Message has used a copper wire to transmit the message directly to their brain. I want to try and shove the copper wire right up his nose and into his brain to try and instill the common language into him via the cantrip.
I mean, you might kill him.
You're
So-
more likely to kill him than.
You're shoving a wire into his
But
brain via
Because I didn't expect them to shove the fish into my eye, this has just become extremely dangerous. I might just be shoving it straight into his face.
into
All
his
right,
This
eye.
time it's
will-
personal.
I will allow this, but you will be making a improvised attack at disadvantage.
So,
What does blind
I-
actually do in 5e?
Gives you disadvantage.
so would it be like just
When a
using
creature parts your automatically fails any check. So yeah, attack against creatures.
So, do you usually make Dex or Strength attacks?
strength?
So it'd be a Strength ability
Check.
check at disadvantage.
Yeah.
Plus
Yeah,
four,
unless your attacks have any modifiers, just roll an attack at disadvantage. It won't do the proper damage anyway. It'll do 1 plus your strength
I'll
modifier.
roll 2d20 then. So 18
18.
to try and
Um,
force the wire in his.
how are we gonna say is Zormir proficient in unarmed attacks?
I
To be
think
fair,
I
18
am.
hits anyway. They have an AC of 12, so let's not worry about it.
Hey.
Yeah, I'm proficient in unarmed attacks because I
They're gonna-
literally use it in my
5e is actually always.
It's-
different
I think it's
unarmed.
more,
His improvised
yeah,
weapon is different from unarmed.
Yeah, because you're technically using your copper bit as
Wire.
yeah, as the weapon.
But you deal 5 damage as you are doing this, and use up your destiny to try and get a connection into this Yeti's brain. As even while blinded, you got a good enough look at this Yeti initially before this fish got in your way that you still remember atomically where their giant nose was.
Mhm.
Yeah, he's got large nose to deal with the cold. Makes sense.
And you aim for that as you are casting your message. And what is your message to this Yeti as you are shoving a piece of copper wire up their nose attempting to into their brain?
and initially I was gonna say, am I disturbing your fishing? And then going, why the hell did you shove a fish in my face? It ends up getting like 2 questions thrown at it.
Did I disturb your fish? Why are you feeding me?
He gets 2 questions rapid fire at him.
Okay. And you're wanting to try to still comment in their brain.
If this works for
Let's
teaching
see.
an entire language, Alvina's gonna have a question when we get back.
I'm just gonna do like a very weird psychic imprint ability. So it will be a little bit broken translation. But in your while you were still holding on to this piece of wire, you pushed your will through with your message, and you feel almost a ripple in your consciousness
Mhm.
as your awareness of you becomes not just an awareness of you, but an awareness of the immediate 5 foot around you, as the spell seems to twist within the cavern itself, especially because you appear to be in a little bit of proximity to the psychic barrier that is set up around Bastion,
Mm.
which is causing a little bit of staticky effects on the outer perimeter. But as you do so, you seem to connect with this Yeti in front of you, as suddenly you can almost see, not quite see through their eyes, but you kind of see in their mind's eye. And you see not an image of you, but a representation of you in the Yeti's eyes, which is what appears to be almost a cartoonish shaped, like large, rounded metal man with little like smell lines coming off you.
That look like
A
from
ball.
Returns to Oz, the little general dude.
And
Can't-
you are aware that you smell like cooked food in tinfoil.
He's not wrong.
The Yeti seems to think of you as a walking, like a walking. I had a word for this. I was going,
Meatloaf.
Burrito.
Oh,
burrito. Thank you. That's exactly what I was
You're the
thinking of.
burrito. You're a beef burrito.
You're a burrito in tin wrapping.
To be fair, that's what Alvina thinks you smell like most of the time as well. So.
okay.
And they
Oh
are
my God.
they are
Uh,
attempting
beef
to
and
subdue
fish.
you with their knockout fish.
You have found a weapon we need to get you.
Knockout fish.
I mean, is it the same kind of fish as they use in the oh, was it Sturströmming? Sturströmming? What the
What?
Swedish fish that's like fermented.
Oh, it's a Stramen or whatever
Stramen,
it's called.
yeah,
Yeah.
that's
Yeah.
EM does not know enough about Sistramen to comment.
It is reputedly either, if you're used to it, one of the best things ever. If you're not used to it, one of the worst things you can imagine.
Yeah, it's
Disgusting.
essentially fermented rotten fish that is nearly inedible to anyone else outside of Scandinavia.
Mm.
Well, this Yeti appears to have an immunity to this fish because they eat it as they're growing up. As part of their
Okay.
delicacies.
Yeah, it's a strong one then.
Yep.
But that is all the information you get from this Yeti. You aren't able to completely communicate, but you are able to kind of impress images onto their head, as you have formed a very weak psychic imprint with this Yeti.
Mm.
Zorme gets a pet.
But it
Unique
seems to
bond.
pause as it considers this new information that you were kind of pushing the like, why are you doing this onto it, as it kind of returns this your food. I am trying to capture you.
I'm trying to eat you. You know what?
Particularly capture you. He's not gonna eat. There's no imagery of him eating you.
Oh, I'm gonna feed you to someone else.
I feed you. You eat
Um,
fish.
But yes, is there anything else you'd like to respond kind of back with in terms of imprints and images before we'll move on from there?
Just question marks.
I give the impression of Alvina
Yeah.
Alvina trying to eat something that she shouldn't, and just
No.
stopping. No.
There's a picture of Alvina
Oh,
eating a
Alvina
rock.
just
You
eats
she's
Pretty
doing
much anything.
Yeah, she's eating a table once. You think there's a picture of Alvina like chowing down on a rock and you going, no, like cartoonish image.
Yeah. Like no.
Big red X over it.
Yeah.
As you imprint this idea of no, don't eat onto it, it again kind of just quizzically looks at you, or at least this cartoonish image of you. Yeah, he seems to have a really like simplified view of this world.
Makes sense.
If not food, why food shapes?
Why smell like food if not food? The logic.
but
Wow.
is going to imprint on you what appears to be a small cave with several yetis, some old hunched over, some kids running around
Oh, it's
a
the family.
fire.
Family.
And you hear the yeti kind of like thump his chest and imprint him bringing food back. Just literally cartoon you, knocked like with little cartoon dead eyes.
I know exactly the picture that it is.
And
The
like
crosses.
showing it to their little tribe. As the tribe all like appraises and like applauds him.
He's standing there, there's like glow lines coming off of him, he's standing proudly, stick with Zoma over the shoulder.
Okay.
But that's gonna be your turn. That's gonna be your turn for that. I'm gonna say it costs your action to do all that.
Who's your new character, Bob?
Bonus action shift and sort of it slightly puffs me up a bit because of the. Wait, I have to roll a.
And Zomir is now allergic to fish.
He might be after this, actually.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
He had a bad experience with fish, so.
Zoma gets PTSD about fishing.
Yeah.
Let's see, you
PTSD
made-
whenever Alvina makes sushi.
Yeah.
You made the save when you got hit, which means you make the following save at the end of your turn. So also, once you're finished your turn, make another con save against this fish that you haven't actually removed from your face,
Okay.
as it attempts to knock you out.
What, the fish or the Yeti?
Yes.
The fish.
Yes.
Yes.
So at disadvantage.
Because you're poisoned, yes, actually. Well, this fish. You failed the first one. This fish keeps
14
going.
again.
Ooh, unfortunately, that is a fail against this fish.
Hmm.
As that is 2 failed checks. I'm sure nothing bad will happen on the 3rd failed check. You definitely won't be knocked out and taken back to the Yeti's home to be eaten by their family.
No, because
What's
the
your fire?
third's the charm.
What's your fire resistance? You just wake up on a spit.
I have no fire resistance.
Yeah, and you've been
No,
in a
you
tin can.
It's a pressure cooker.
But we return to the rebellion against the rebellion as Alvina, Dark Phoenix, has risen up to carry this Nightwalker to victory. What are you like doing?
Okay. I had an idea. I can't remember what it was, but
I believe you were flirting with Millie.
yes, I was flirting and amping us up. If memory serves, that's I believe what I was like.
So I would say, fighting against them has so far made us look really bad.
Hey, you're the one that summoned a god.
Yeah. Yeah, so what I'm saying is, how about we just try and work
Again?
with them for a bit?
I'm just interested in the fact that when Lou flirts with them, it's to apply a negative effect on them. But when Alvina flirts, it seems to amp her party up. I'm not sure what the lore going on here is.
Alvina's showing off,
Also,
essentially.
I realize that Point Bot appears to be tiny on the map.
Yeah, point
Yeah.
one is tiny. The law is men.
Welcome
reason
to
I'm-
Alterra.
Welcome to Alterra. Yeah, Alvina is still honestly probably got point and fuck you on her shoulders. And she's still staring at Millie, like, really irritating grin on her face. And
Oh god.
You're gonna get really worried when Millie starts fluttering back.
that should be fine. Alvina's fine with this. That's the difference. Yeah, I think Alvina's going to pretty much heave them both off her shoulders again. Put fuck you on top of the point,
Okay.
like stacked.
And say, I'm still
Totem
taller.
pole, okay.
And then spin him on a finger, leap, throw him up in the air, catch him, put him down, and then just do a somersault, basically. And then guitar riff down with the loop, like mid.
I think I'm more impressed by the fact mechanically this isn't interfering with the point of Pookie's performance.
Yeah.
We
Yes,
we planned for this.
So we've got this song laced with metaphor and meaning while we're being spun like basketballs.
Yeah, it's why it works.
Alright, let's see what your check is first to see how you buff up your party to withstand the onslaught of a Dark Phoenix Nightwalker combo.
And then Alvina will be
Nat
just wink
20
at-
there.
Still staring, wink at Millie. This is the performance strength, but just uses athletics essentially because it's the same modifier.
You also can do a athletic strength.
I know.
That was one of the options.
I know, but it's just funny. Oh, I'm destinying that. I'm destinying that.
Apparently the gods are like, no, this is not. It's not meshing with the
There we
aesthetic
go.
well enough.
21.
20, which is the D8.
Yeah. Well, I'm for the visuals of it. Basically, I imagine.
Paul.
I'm stealing the Phoenix. I'm gonna basically put.
Oh, that was my plan as well.
Yeah. The Phoenix starts. It's still got like the Dark Phoenix core for it, and it's got it basically like the edges of it start glowing red and catching fire like a normal Phoenix. And it just gets slightly out of the way of the reaching up Nightwalker for it. It just goes higher.
All right. Well, we're gonna conclude the potential turning of a Dark Phoenix into a Fire Phoenix in a second. As before we do during the final performance check, but before that, Lou, how are you affecting this story? Remind me what you were
I
doing.
have no idea.
I was gonna sort of intimidate the band.
Were you gonna flirt with Millie again? Was that it?
No.
That's what he tried to do last time with the
Yeah,
intimidation.
that's what I did last time.
It
Now,
didn't
now he's
work.
going to flirt with the Trubber.
Yeah, he's gonna try his options. There's 4 of them. One of them's bound to be accepting.
Alvina's taking over the flirting.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
What have you
intimidate
taken over?
them.
I started the flirting.
All right. Roll me your check, and then we'll flavor how this impacts the story to see how intimidating you go.
It would just be intimidation.
Yep. You can do either intimidation or whatever other ones I've mentioned before.
Intimidation, performance.
Charisma,
Athletic,
intimidation, charisma, performance, or wisdom,
acrobatics.
performance.
Uh,
No, acrobatics is for excite.
intimidation.
No.
But if you have proficiency in intimidation, then go with intimidation.
Okay,
Oh,
that's not bad.
20.
All right. That's a negative D8 to them. Wow, they're actually really stacking up.
Mhm.
Let's hope this advantage they managed to gain counteracts all the negative dice rolls you're giving them. Might not be enough. All right, so that's a D8, so that's like a good high intimidation there. How are you wanting to flavor this in terms of the visuals? As the Phoenix is starting to slowly turn, you can see the edges of fire on it. The Nightwalker kind of.
I'm more singing to them, so not so much with the visuals.
What are you singing to them?
If possible, I want to also use thaumaturgy.
Yeah, that's fine.
Look.
I like how Lou's just taking over on the mic, by the way. They're just now the singer of the band.
I grabbed the mic and I'm
The
asking
other 2 are being
the
spun
point
around like
and
basketballs, so.
and fuck you for like a heavy riff.
Rise above from your ashes, rise.
You know what I'm at? Because they have obviously already done the rap. What this is like one of those joint the duet things where like you have a pop star singing and then suddenly the rapper comes in for like the mid
Yeah.
part.
So it's a bit like
Lose
Linkin
that
Park.
part.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
I was thinking Killer Kills.
I-
intro,
so-
but yeah, that works as well. Like, don't need...
They got the crowd doing the rise bit, so we're just adding on to that. Making it our own.
So that's Lou just coming in with the lyrics.
I know
Rock
Zormir's
God.
gonna know this straight away.
Rap God Lou.
Possibly Ben. I don't know about anybody else. But with thaumaturgy, I'm looking at the band going, You hast to lose now.
Yeah.
Nope. No idea. No, nothing from me.
Ramstein Du hast.
Yeah.
Oh, I have heard that before, actually. Been a while.
Oh, and you give a negative D8 to their check. Oh goodness. What is this? What is
So that's
this
what?
mini game I've created?
They grabbed the crowd, but then you
Think-
dropped them the hell back
I
down.
think they've got negative 2 d8s. We've got positive d8.
And they've got negative D4 as well.
Yeah, it's so weird. And they've got a positive d. Oh, this is getting weird.
They have two. They shouldn't have two negative D8s. It should just be the one.
I can't remember what one of them was.
Yeah, because they got a negative D4 from Fukyu, a negative D8 from Lu. You guys have a positive from Alvina, and then you guys should have a positive from the point as well.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's what it was.
Yeah, so
remember, I
you
knew there was
guys
one, but-
have a negative D8, a positive D10, and a positive D8. And they have a positive D6, a D8, and a negative D4 and a negative D8. I'm trying.
It's getting very complicated.
Oh my goodness. Well, we're gonna do the bases first. They do have advantage on their base. But and you guys have obviously the flat roll. So the point and Fukyu, go ahead and roll your performance checks, and we'll see what the bases are.
So point should get really good.
The point. We're gonna have to do something about these ridiculous checks.
Yeah, but this is he's the rock star in the rock.
So this is literally the only context where this is helpful.
Ooh.
Yeah.
Oh, wow, they got a 17 base either way. Okay, Jesus. Depending on how these dice roll up, this might be the one. All right, let's.
I'll do a positives. It's 1d8 plus 1d10.
D6. Yeah, D10. D10, D8. I'm gonna do your guys' D6, D8 first.
7 total.
Jeez. Let's see how that counts. Okay. All right. All right. So with the 30 plus 7 minus 2 is a 35.
Yeah.
Oh, they're gonna be fighting for theirs.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do their negatives first. So they've got 17. Let's see what the negative D8 is. Okay, that's another 2. Let's do their 4. Okay.
Lot of twos here.
Yeah.
So that's 17 minus the 4 for a 13. Now you guys will.
They need 23 to beat us. 20?
They can't beat, but they might not be down in one go.
But they need
You
at
could
least.
draw.
They need more than 7 to not instantly lose.
Yeah, which they very easily could get.
So we'll do the plus 6 first.
Mhm.
No.
There's
Oh,
a
they got a
5.
They've got a 5 so far. All right, bringing them back up to 18, and then they've got the D8 if they roll high enough on this D8.
1.
Let's find out. Oh, it's a 2.
That's exactly what
They
they need,
just
isn't
get
it?
the 7, yeah.
Yeah, that's exactly what they need to not lose instantly.
As it brings them back up to a 20.
And we got a 35.
Which is going to put them on the edge.
Yeah.
But I'm going to say they don't lose outright. I'll give them one more round here.
Yeah.
And then you have to but you have them on the ledge. But anyway, okay. So as the performance checks happen, and your party is with the power of the god artifact in front of you, the phoenix turning into the fire, how would you like this to play out? This is effectively the best scenario in your favor.
I think we should have this Phoenix literally sweeps out of the way of the Nightwalker and then it crashes back at it, like knocking it back prone.
Can we have the phoenix just entirely ablaze and turn into a fire phoenix?
Yeah, I mean, I was thinking it doing like the Harry Potter thing and like flying around the stadium just above the
Yes.
clouds.
Yeah, that and then push into the Nightwalker.
Pushing
Yeah.
it back prone.
So I was saying merging with it, so setting the Nightwalker on fire, and we'll see what happens
Oh, okay.
to a flaming Nightwalker next time.
Fire Nightwalker.
You might just like incorporate them into you.
Exactly.
Interesting. Very nice. Very nice. Okay. As that brings us to the end of this, you have struck a near finalizing blow into them, but they're just holding on by that thread. Let's see what happens in what could potentially be the final bout. But for now, it's bout 4 until we know otherwise. Let me set up the bout again. Death to Authority gets to reset their checks. God, even that advantage didn't do enough.
I have a question.
Yes.
Now that Pointbot is here, do they get a turn?
Because it's the final round, I'll allow it.
Yeah.
Yes.
All right. We return to the start of the new bout. Everyone, go ahead and make your decisions. The point now make a decision for point bot as well.
Should
I'll-
we
I
just
think-
all go bless?
Amp, 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 amp. That's what I was thinking, yeah. Final round. This is where we bring it to as big and shiny as possible.
Yeah, I'm up for just amping all the way.
Yeah. Amp flirt.
Yeah, and all us.
You got this, Lou, as well. You up for the all guns
I'm
blazing
just
amp it?
I'm just trying to figure out what I can do.
If we break a 40, I'll be very happy. We need you to keep rolling really high point.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Can you do that?
so
for
I'm,
us?
go- I'm gonna pyrotechnics this to.
Same. Alvin is gonna
Push it,
go.
yeah.
Alvin is gonna go nuclear on this one.
They've got fairly high initiatives in this round.
If we're all amping, that's actually a good thing.
Yeah.
Woo! You got double your previous initiative, Lou.
That's why I'm going. Woo!
100% improvement.
Mhm.
Damn.
Yeah.
I like that. I keep
All the twos.
2. Wait, point. Somehow get a 32. It was the wrong way around. It was the other way around.
Oh, I only get +4. It'd be very hard to get a
You
32.
somehow get a 30.
Does point bot share your
Initiative.
initiative? Yeah. Or did I get
In
it wrong?
combat, yes.
It's probably
This is a combat. This is a combating.
Battle of the Bands.
It's technically a skill challenge, not a combat.
I'll
I
roll
think
for
it's
point
more.
mod as well.
Yeah, I think it's more fun if you roll for point bot.
Does point bot have a dex?
So you will have to put
Yep, that's-
point mod into the roll.
That's fair. One.
Yeah, point bot should have a dex.
Point bot has a dex, but it's +0.
All right.
Oh, that D20.
If it crits. Oh,
Hang on.
18.
So I can't remember if you get proficiency on dex on initiative or not. So
You
if not,
don't,
get rid
but
of
it might. You don't, but
get
it
rid of the
might.
4. Yeah.
Summons sometimes do is the bit, but I don't know on this particular summon.
Ooh,
Point
assume-
bot does not.
So it'll just be a 14 then.
Yeah, just 14.
Hilariously, it is a check. So in theory, you get a half jack of all trades on it. Not point bot, but
The others.
I would. Okay.
And Lou might as well go before me on the.
Yeah. Like, that's why fuck you's proficiency is +5. Is because it's +3 dex plus the jack of all trades.
Yeah.
very neat. All right. Oh, well, normally I like to do Millie reacting and like buffing her comrades, but she's going first. Gotta make this one count. What does Millie do? Millie does. Oh, I think it might be time to use one of her bardic instrument spells.
Oh, she's got one too.
We knew she had one.
Yeah,
It
she,
looked like Merida, remember?
yeah, that's why it's got little pricks of Arcanite in it. But what is a good one? What is thematic enough? You know what? I feel like that's very punk. It's not charm. No, she is going to sabotage. This might be the only way they fucking come back at this, and it's very underground. So, how do I want to flavor this? You can see that the other group is exhausted. The Deaf to Authority. They've been obviously playing for 3 full fucking minutes at this point. I assume you guys are probably exhausted, but half of you are insane, athletic, peak
Yeah.
humanity.
Yeah, Alvin is a bit hype.
Peak dwarf manatee, please.
Peak Noid Manatee.
Noid manatees!
Noid Manatees.
In this Alterra, who knows? If the point dies, the Noid manatee will show up.
The Noid man.
But she is. You can see they take a small breath, and you can see they stare up at you, and you can see defiance in their eyes. They are not going to be broken by the likes of you. There is an edge of desperation, but also an edge of hope in their eyes. A fire that is going to continue onwards, no matter how hot the phoenix above them rages. And that is where the rest of the band go quiet. Some smoke begins filtering up around them. And in a single chord that seems to blast through the arena, smoke erupts from your platform. And I need everyone to make me a wisdom saving throw against a non-charm effect.
Okay.
She's trying to hit me
Probably
with
not high
buttons
enough.
Again.
Probably not high enough.
Nah.
I'm gonna Destiny this.
I can't Destiny mine. I've already used
I'm gonna Destiny mine.
it. Yeah.
It got worse.
Oh dear.
Mine got better. What's
I'm
point?
gonna Destiny that.
What's point bots?
Oh yeah, give me a second.
Do they have proficiency in wisdom or?
Yeah, fuck me.
Checking. I don't think they have proficiency in a lot. No, it's just flat for. But
Damn!
so, that's point bot, not the point.
Yeah.
The robot cannot be charmed.
And it
Alright,
was
is that everyone?
It's not
just
charmed.
flat as well. No modifiers.
So
for
the,
that.
the robot is also immune to charm. So
Yeah.
it's not charm anyway. But
No.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, if that is everyone's done re-rolling using their destinies.
Yep.
Yeah, I can't use my. I don't have one. So.
Alright, I will reveal the results as we get to your turns.
Mhm.
But that is Millie's turn, potentially a powerful one, depending on how this goes. As we move to Death to Authority member number 1. Let me double check my little list here. Oh, it is a Bane effect. So let's see how this goes performance-wise. Oh, it's another 20. Let me actually write up the party so I can take track of the list again. There you go. The 220 is a negative D8. Ooh, how do I want to flavor this? Let's see, you've obviously just impacted. There is flames erupting in the shadow itself. The Nightwalker is ablaze inside as you try to turn some of their dark essence into a flaming presence. This is going to, as they step forward, struggling with the fire inside them, they lock eyes on the image, the monolith of this unknown figure to them, and they are stalking towards them, almost with just kind of clutching at the flaming presence in them, and they seem to be concentrating air around the fire. You can see that it's wisping away, creating almost a concussive force building inside them. They are deliberately not allowing any of the energy to escape and allowing it to build inside them as they stalk forward in their final act of rebellion. Applying a negative D8 to you with what they're about to do.
Ouch.
As the point, we move to you, and
Could I have
need...
used a reaction for that?
No.
Oh, fair enough.
And I'll tell you why in a second when we get to your turn. But the fog erupting all around you is causing some mental effects, let's say.
Yeah, I mean,
but
if I thought about it, Bucky could have potentially counterspelled whatever she was doing.
It's more fun to see what she's capable of.
Yeah.
This isn't the last round, so.
No.
As in
the
overall.
point, I need you to roll me a D10.
Not 10 this.
Well, we
It
don't
might
know.
not be good for
yeah.
him.
It was a nat something.
1.
10 might not necessarily been good.
It feels like confusion.
It might be confusion.
Yeah.
Point. Roll me a d8.
Oh no, he's gonna jump off the side.
If I do jump off the side, I do still have fly.
Yeah, but you don't probably you can't activate it.
Yeah.
Well, you just might be dead.
Point.
What? You're supposed to stage dive at the end.
As the fog swells up all around you, above your heads, blocking your line of sight, you begin stumbling in a northeastward direction. And you
Aren't I
find
still
your-
being carried by Alvina?
Yes. So you're running off her arm, I guess?
Yeah, I'll run off of Alvina.
as you push off of Alvina's arm in a northeastward direction and sail across the growing fog. Make me a dexterity saving throw as you realize, oh no, you've pushed too far, and try to grab the edge on your way past.
Thank God.
You do so, but are now hanging off the platform.
Okay, I'm gonna... Do I still get the rest of my turn?
Nope, you cannot take an action this turn.
Okay, I'm gonna stay down there for now then.
As you
As
were
if I had
correct,
an
it is-
option.
it is
Yes.
confusion. We move to the next Death to Authority member, who hilariously was a sabotage again. Oh god, I don't actually know what to do for this one. Let's use this then. Let's say...
Preference,
they're tier 2.
Preference, if I get a 7, I am so
Ooh.
sorry.
Oh, that's appropriate. Okay. Thank you, random generator, for spell effect.
Ha!
All right, as the second one is going to go, and suddenly the chorus slows to a dramatic build. In that song where it's starting to slow down to a silence before the epic conclusion. And appropriately, I need all of you to make me another wisdom saving throw against a non-charm effect. This one's DC is lower than...
I'll take that.
The point might be failing it though.
If this is something that loses control, point just like passes out.
But let's see... Who are we missing? We got
Neil.
Lou.
I was just checking something first.
Yeah, point. If I roll a 7 or an 8, I'm sorry because there's a decent chance I can just kill the point bot.
Oh, it's
Alright,
about
well,
damn
alright.
time.
You're not affected by this. And which one was the point? Was theirs the...
There's the 10.
10.
Yeah,
Oh,
mine was
what-
the
I
10,
need-
point bot was the 17.
Yours was the 10, theirs was the 17. Ah, here we go. Hilariously, the point ball made it again. Dear God, point ball. Lou also fucking made it.
Point bot's a beast.
So, everyone is fine with the exception of the point.
Oh,
The
no.
Point, you are now under the effects of the slow spell.
Honestly, falling in slow-mo, pretty good.
Yeah.
No, the problem is
Fortunately-
you fall at regular speed. You're moving in slow mo. Have you ever seen the movie? Have you seen the relatively new Judge Dredd movie?
Yeah.
That's what's
No,
happening.
but I can imagine.
You say relatively new. It's about a decade old at this point.
That's why I say
Carl-
it's newer than the other one. Okay.
The Carl
Yeah.
Urban one.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I love that
It's
movie.
like, yeah, it's about a decade,
Unfortunately for you,
maybe older.
it's not feather fall. You do fall regularly, you're just falling in slow motion as you scream.
You're
Um,
swinging.
It's a good thing you're hold on. But that will only matter if you get a turn. So, since you only get one turn this round, it doesn't matter. It mostly only matters for the point bot and fuck you, who I could still stop before the turns. But as we move to Alvina, wow, we're still in the 20s. Alvina, I also need you, I believe you also failed, to roll me a d10.
Got a 4. Don't take an action.
You don't move or take an action. Yep.
Honestly, I was like, if I got the 7 or 8, I was gonna ask, can I do something in addition to it? Because of what I was going to do, which would actively be worse for us. So good.
That is Alvina's turn as we move, as we've all been waiting for.
Yes.
The Yeti.
The Yeti's turn. Most important character.
The Yeti is going to try and bear hug you and push your visor into their lovely padded chest to prevent you from getting the fish out as they try and suffocate you. But this is a contested grapple check again.
It's the easiest way to hurt Zombie.
And I realized that I'm just going to roll this normally because I don't actually know how to switch it off from just rolling to me, and that's no fun.
12.
So they had a +4. 13.
Disadvantage mattered.
You are now grappled as they are going to push your face in, and they are going to try and squeeze so they can restrain you for another contested grapple check.
Mm.
For an 11 to beat.
Well,
Cool.
you're down.
You're not down, but you are restrained
Mm-hmm.
and are effectively pinned to Yeti and are unable to reach your mask until you break their restraint.
Okay.
But that is the Yeti's turn. Damn, man, this Yeti might take out Zormir just by putting a fish in their face. This is not how I expected this going.
Zombie, weak to fish.
Into fish. Let's see, get rid of all that.
I mean, steel types are weak to water types. Don't know
they're
if that's
not.
actually true. No, I
They're
don't
not,
think so.
they're not resistant to water types, though,
Okay.
so you're kind of okay.
Okay.
One of the few things steel is not resistant to.
But it is back to Death to Authority, and this is the third Bane effect. For a 24,
Thank God it's not
Eh.
this one.
I already used Millie's effect, so I can't buff that.
Yep.
This is why it's just better if Millie actually goes towards the end.
Mhm.
So I can kind of use her action as a reaction. But that is another D8 or another negative D8 for the party.
We're at currently 3 negative D8s.
And unfortunately, nobody rolled the control the arena for them. So, but it is now the point bot's turn, and the point bot managed to save against both the confusion and the slow naturally. Because the slow had a lower DC than Millie's. So the point bot, would you like to amp?
Come on, point bot.
The point bot would like to amp. The point bot has no bonuses to amping.
You
You got
this.
two
That's
negative D8s to try and contest against.
Let's
see if
try.
you get some positives on there.
It's
Pretty good.
performance and persuasion, right?
Yep. Or actually, there's a couple other options for amp. Normally
Athletics.
involving like athletics and acrobatics if you want to do something fun.
It's a robot.
Uh,
It's got good athletics, right?
Yeah, athletics. It's got -3 charisma plus 4 strength.
Yeah.
Athletics.
This party is just showing feats of strength to hype the hype them
What
up.
we do.
Let's see if they can nat 20 this one.
Can I say what this feat of strength is?
Yes.
Yeah, go
Pulling
for it.
pulling the point back onto the stage.
Aha.
Nice. Yep. Oh yeah, there. But that is a D6 positive at least. Help counteract those D8s.
They might not knock us out immediately.
That would be quite the fucking rebellion if they managed to reverse this so quickly. I don't even think they can. They'd have to do 7.
We
mean,
actually could. If they roll really high and we roll very badly and then get lots of negatives from the D8s.
They
Yeah.
go below 5 at that point.
Doable.
As we return to Zormir, you are restrained, poisoned, and grappled,
And blinded.
and blinded. And this Yeti appears to be telling you that no, it needs to eat you, or it needs to take you captive so it can feed its family. What would you like to do?
He's just a normal guy working his
I'm blank casting Thunderwave. Right? And I don't care if I take the damage
Yeah,
too.
but you have to save as well, so yeah.
You are like pushed right into it. I feel like that's only fair.
Uh,
Alright, what am I making for this Yeti?
I choose to fail mine.
Oh, you want to get knocked back?
Yep. I choose to fail my.
Alright, alright. And this is a Constitution save for the Yeti. Doesn't have any proficiency in anything, so that's just a +3. Oh wow. Yeti made that.
Back in a second.
Okay.
Okay.
She was it.
But take full 20 thunder damage. And this Yeti is going to take half for 10 because it made and it's not pushed back. But you are blasted from its chest 10 feet. However, that is also going to blast you into a stalactite that was 10 feet away. So I am going to deal an extra 2d6 bludgeoning damage to you for 4 non-magical bludgeoning. For good measure.
Okay. What about the state of the fish with being blasted like that?
Let's roll a Constitution save for the fish.
Okay.
It's quite a smelly fish. So I'm gonna give it a +1.
5.
If it rolls above 10, we'll say it's still there enough that it blinds you. If it rolls below 10, then it manages to clear away quite nicely. All right.
Oh.
That fish is gone. What fish? There is no fish.
Is Omar unconscious to the fish?
No.
No.
They managed to
Fish is gone.
blast the fish with Thunder Wave into. Apparently, this fish is weak to thunder damage
Who
or
knew?
something. I don't know, man.
Water is weak to
rolled a 1.
electric, yes.
Is this a Pokemon? Damn it!
I mean,
Also,
thunder.
thunder. Also,
is
thunder
more
is
sound.
electric,
Yeah, thunder is sound.
which is normal. That's what
I
sound
know,
effects
but it's
are.
close enough.
So
So yeah,
could have been an electric eel.
you are no longer you are no longer blinded or restrained or grappled. You have taken a bunch of damage.
You've been knocked away. And I really
and-
hope that there's nothing else in this cave that could have heard that.
Yes.
But you are still poisoned. But
And
you don't need to make a save at the end of your turn. This is just standard poison. Well, I guess you make a save to not become.
to try and cure poison.
You know, this is quite a potent poison. I'm gonna say you need to like do something to get rid of this poison. This isn't a poison you save against. It already has saves.
Hmm.
You just poison for a minute, or until you like lesser restoration, or like
Okay.
wash your face at least.
Bonus action, Guardian, defensive field, so gain 10 pet points.
Wow, man.
So-
Yeah, he's gonna take offense at this. Just wanted to eat you. Why are you picking up a fight?
That's what
Why would I
Alvina
know?
says. That's what Alvina
You
says
guys
to
just
everybody
trying
he
to
meets.
provide for himself and his family.
Yeah.
You deprive a poor family? What about the children?
Yeah, there's children somewhere.
When you think of the children.
And the old
No.
Yes, the elderly as well.
No.
people.
You said
Alright,
your
and,
mutual goods.
For no
And-
particular
He
reason,
doesn't-
Zormir,
He's
I'm
neutral.
gonna need you to roll me a fate die. So go ahead and roll me a d20.
What else is in this cave that might have heard that thunder wave?
How many old Yetis are coming to help?
In the army of Yetis to come.
19.
19.
19
Probably.
Yetis, damn.
Probably fine.
No, it's the spiders that come.
But yes, you thunder waved and you use a bonus action. Is that you?
Oh, I've just realised what it might have been.
See, have I got?
You still have some movement left. You'd like to like run away from the Yeti or something. I don't know.
Yeah, I'm gonna move away. As I'm moving away, I'm gonna chuck what left of my rations. There.
There,
So
there.
that's 2 days worth of rations, or
2 days worth of ration. Just
Uh,
go.
no, I have quantity of 4, so
Just drop them all.
yeah, just
Oh, the
dumping
Tales
all
of-
the rations that I had left.
Tales of Zormir are great so far.
Yeah.
All right. You do so. The Yeti will take note of this once it's recovered from the thunder blast to its face. But in that time, Folk Yu, I believe, was one of the 2 people that saved.
Yep.
Yep. It was Fukyu and the robot. Fukyu, you have your turn. You were not confused.
Cool. So, just being confused of why the point fucked off.
Jumped off and Alvina stood still.
Yeah.
Just jumped off a ledge.
Fuck you is
Ah, here,
going
like-
to cast levitate on himself, and is going to be amping himself up. Every time he strums on his guitar, he just rises and rises and rises until he's like essentially above the fog, and he's just power chording it to all hell.
Ooh, nice, nice.
I do have levitate, don't I? Yeah.
All right. Roll me your amp check.
What am I doing for that again? Sorry.
I mean, it's mostly all performance or anything else that's theatrical. Performance, persuasion, dexterity, acrobatics, performance, strength, athletics, performance.
Oh, let's do it as an acrobatics. I've got decent modifying that. So he's like going up. He's like doing ballet pirouettes and.
It's horrifying.
Yeah.
26. Nice.
Damn! Even with the two -2 man, you're coming up here with a D10.
Yeah.
I'll take the edge off at least.
Yeah.
Hopefully, yeah.
Even when they try to bring you down, Fukyu is just rising them back up.
This is where we rise.
All right, as we go to the final contestant,
Yeah.
Lou, you unfortunately are.
That's to all the rise mechanics and lyrics that we've
Yep.
been saying.
Luke.
Lou, you are unfortunately confused, so I'm gonna need you to roll me a D10 to see if you get your action.
How am
You
I
saved-
confused?
You
First
failed.
roll.
You saved against the slow effect, but you failed the first effect that was confusion.
Roll a
Oh,
d10,
right.
Luke.
So roll me a D10. I believe if you roll like a 9 or a 10, it's you can't take your action.
9 or 10, yeah. 5, nothing. No action.
Unfortunately, though, just like Alvina, you are confused in this fog and are unable to take your
I
action.
should still have an inspiration.
For a destiny point?
The inspiration I got a couple of weeks ago.
That was a party inspiration.
That's the party inspiration.
Yeah.
For,
No, we
Oh,
haven't
so
we haven't
I
used
guess
that
the
yet. So
band- I guess the band.
I mean, can that
So
work
Chris-
on the Can that work on the D10 rolls?
I mean, a destiny can do whatever the hell you want.
Yeah. Well, it's not. It's not the Destiny. It's the band inspiration one. which
No,
is-
they
No,
mean
I'm
Lou
talking
got
about-
Lou got a second destiny point because they managed to properly guess the.
Yeah, that's
the-
the one I'm on about.
Oh,
Hmm.
nice. Do it. If you get a 7 or 8, you
Yep.
attack someone.
If you would like the what is it, 1 in 5 chance of being able to take your action and a 1 in 5 chance of hitting someone.
And a 1 in 10 of jumping off the side.
2.
Nothing happens.
Unfortunately, you didn't get the 9 or 10 that you needed.
Yeah, 2 to 6s. Nothing.
But it was
One
it
is
was good
jumped.
action.
One is-
Um, Now, as we get to the end of this round, the Nightwalker approaching and is about to erupt with all this energy that they've been building up inside of them, potentially taking both parties out, metaphorically speaking, song-wise. We get to the final performance. Now, do I be really cruel and since the point is confused, prevent them from rolling and put it all on Fukyu's shoulders?
You can roll another confusion for the point to see.
Yeah, the point I'm gonna make you do it because I want to put it down to the dice, and also the Fukyu has taken the lead in this song so well it seems really appropriate. But the point, go ahead and roll me another D10 confusion, and obviously if you roll I think a 9 or 10, you too can roll performance. Otherwise, this is all gonna settle on Fukyu.
What happened? 3.
Nothing.
Still nothing happened. Yeah,
Nope.
Pause. You didn't
Unfortunately.
jump back off the edge at least.
This is good. Which is good. So we are gonna restrict this to just a 1v1 between Millie and Fukyu.
Go
Let's
on, fuck you.
set these bases. Let's see what's Millie bases before. So theirs is just gonna be the base, because they don't have any positive or negatives to theirs.
Yeah.
But you guys have all the positives and negatives,
Yeah.
so let's roll your performance check.
Not great.
That's bad.
Ooh,
Wait, use the band inspiration. Use
Yeah,
the band
use the
inspiration.
band inspiration
Yeah.
on that.
this is probably the time. They've got a 26
That's
to
better.
go.
26 matches!
Oh,
So,
God.
Okay.
let's see what happens. This comes down to the negative.
Comes down
Can
to the
I
extra
bend
dice.
luck?
For this one, probably not for the performance. But you
Fair
guys,
enough.
you can roll one of the d6s or the d10s if you'd like, Neil. For the party bonuses.
I'm gonna see what the general consensus of the rest of the party is.
I'd say
go for it.
we could roll one of the negatives, see how bad we get it. 'Cause that'd
Yeah.
be fun.
I'm not making a roll like a really high negative.
No, we're banking on getting the low roll. You got this. Luke.
Exactly, but if they roll high, it's gonna be on them. This is why the DM rolls all the negatives. It's all on me.
What dice do we have again?
You guys have a positive d6 and a positive d10.
Get that 6, Lou.
Go on,
Give
Lou,
it
roll me a d6.
Come on, Lou. You got this.
Yes!
6!
Oh, this is gonna add up, isn't it?
Yeah, we're at 20. We're at 32
32.
at the moment.
32, yeah.
All right. Who should we have do the d8? Or not the d8, the d10.
It was fuck you's D10, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, give it
Yeah.
fuck you. You do it.
Yeah. Cool.
Get
Alright,
a
fuck
10.
you.
Get that 10.
Let's see how you
Got
do.
the 10!
Yes! 42! We got the past 10, by the way. We got the past 40, guys. Even if we get the negatives, we're past 40.
Jesus Christ, what is this group? God.
Yes!
Crazy.
You know what's
Lucky.
wild?
What?
You are 16 above them.
Yeah.
I have to roll max on both d8s to bring you in even odds.
Yep, we got the 16, and there's...
If I roll less than 11, you win.
Let's see.
Let's see.
Let's
Let's
do
see.
this.
I'm pretty sure if I roll like a 1 on here, you just win anyway. Let's find out. What is this d8? Oh, it's a 6.
Ooh.
Okay.
All right, not bad, not bad.
36.
36. Still a chance if I roll low here. Let's see. What do you need
He's
there?
on
You
someone.
need a 5. You need a 5. You need above average. If you get above average, this is still a thing.
Yep, you gotta be more than 5 away from them. Let's have a go. Let's see. It's
Hey!
an 8.
We
Bring you
tied.
down.
So we tie again.
You tie.
We're at 28,
28,
I
yeah.
think.
As down in the arena, light erupts in a mix of radiant gold and necrotic black. As the Night Watcher erupts into the statue of Melody, but the statue of Melody gleams gold. As suddenly the fog is dispelled, as you all look around, and the point appears to be glowing.
This is normal.
Yeah, this is fine.
This is
This
fine.
just happens when I fall off stages. It happens.
I've thrown you off stages plenty of times before. You weren't usually glowing.
Their tattoos, it's not just their tattoos that are glowing. There is an aura of radiance slowly growing from them. As the monolith of Melody seems to take shape. As they begin to no longer turn from the stone figure, their features enhance to almost be lifelike. As somewhere, wherever the fuck Gwent is,
Mhm.
the
Fair enough, this-
centaur shivers from head to hoof.
Here, underneath my place.
God damn it. Boy.
As a battle of wills is enacting upon the arena.
Literally going to round 5.
As you currently
Wait, over
see
here.
just two forces of energy battling out the entire visual. The audience is like, no, it's not paying attention to any other performance. Most of the other bands have stopped mid-performance to watch this.
an epic fight.
As the entire visuals are just being saturated with these two battling light shows now. You can barely see the centers of the lights. But with that, we go to round 5. Oh, damn. And we'll find out if Zormir survives the J.
Well, he started to run away.
Right, what are we wanting to do on this one? Are we wanting to, like, all bless and, like, amp up the crowd
I think we
again?
should do the amp this time. This is the time we actually do amp. And hopefully they don't just confusion us again.
Yeah.
Yeah, amp and hope they spent everything on that last round.
Yeah. Amp to amp, hopefully.
Alright, there we go. Everything's being reset. Let me set up the markers. It's all gonna come down to this.
And amp again.
Shit's going on.
And amp off.
Do.
Do we want someone to work the crowd to potentially get us an advantage as well, though?
We need someone with a good performance for that.
Yeah. If I work the crowd, the rest of you amp.
Yeah.
I'm amping flat out.
Nuke flirt.
Nuke plus flirt. I'm gonna try and do what I was gonna do last round, but wasn't able to. So.
I was thinking Bane, but
I think this might be an all cards on the table amp to the.
Yeah, I think
Bring out
even,
your best.
even just from story, I think in the last round we want to big ourselves up instead of knock them down.
Yeah. They've been a worthy opponent this whole time. Let's just go all out. They've matched us every time,
Yeah.
bar one. So.
Alright. You've all decided what you're doing. Roll your initiatives.
I think we haven't all typed them out yet, but yeah.
I mean, if we're all going, quite get audience, everyone else will bamp.
Woo!
You're slowly building up to that.
You're getting one at a time, one at a time.
Slow and steady wins the race, man.
Oh my god.
Neil is
The
counting.
The turtle.
Oh, nice. I got a good mix there. I've got one of everything. Oh, this is gonna be
Let's
be all out. And that's a bless, and that's a bang. Cool.
At least I got a decent initiative this time.
I need to see what Millie's gonna do, but I'll decide that on her turn. Okay, let's do the rest of the guy. Ooh.
I beat one of them. I beat one of them.
After authority
I
is a
guess this
17.
blesses all round from us.
Yeah, we're blessed.
Mhm.
Apart from Point, who's going to try and get the crowd.
Yeah.
And then finally advantage from Millie. Ooh, shit, man, 32. Oh god, then I have to decide what Millie's doing first of all, though. You know what? What have we not got here? What's Millie's personality? What is her? What does she want?
Possibly to punch Alvina at this point.
Or kiss her, it might have been working.
Could have. Or both at the same time, actually. I'm not sure.
That could explain why she wasn't interested in Lou's advance.
And what do we roll for point bot?
Oh yeah, did you roll?
Point got 11.
Actually, there we go. Alright, so we're starting with Millie, the Deaf to Authority guys. Ooh. Millie. Okay, so there's a battle of wills going on here. Some sort of divine energy being propelled by this melody statue against an exploding Nightwalker who's decided to turn themselves into a bomb. What is the ultimate story beat here? Alright, what is Millie's agenda? Does she just... Ooh, like either control or bless. We've already got one control in here.
You could try buffing up one of the others, maybe. In a lot if they've got one of each. That'd be cool.
Yeah, I might hold her action. I feel like that's fair for her.
For the final round, yeah.
I feel like I'm gonna merely make you guys work for this.
Yeah.
And I'm going to use a ability she hasn't done yet. A dispersed inspiration.
I thought she might have something like that.
It does weaken it to just a D4 each.
Yeah. I was wondering because she seemed commandery, so I was wondering if she had a full team buff. Cool.
But she is going to just give her rest of her party that little bit extra edge as she does her party buff.
Nice.
I feel like that's the most appropriate one for her as we go to Death to Authority, whose first on the round is Control. So they're going to try and control the arena. And they're going to get... I'm going to add the little D4 at the end just to add a little flair. A 24 plus 2 for a 26 control.
Pretty good.
So, is it the point? Point's going to be at 26, which to fair they have shown. But let's have a look at the next one, who is going to bless the group.
Okay, thank God. I was actually like, if it's the sabotage one is next, I'll be so mad.
No, they've tried the sabotage. Now they're just going full at it. That was blessed for an 18, which is only a D6, I believe.
Yeah. Over 15, but under 20.
And then we go to Fukyu.
Okay, so I believe levitate lasts for like 10 minutes or something.
It's a while, levitate.
Yeah, that's fine.
So whilst he's still in the air, fuck you is oh, hang on. Yeah, if the point is okay with it, fuck you is gonna keep strumming on his loop, cast polymorph himself to turn into a giant eagle, swoop down, grab point, and just fly around the crowd.
Yeah.
I am more than okay with that, yep.
High fives all around!
But you'll grab me around my waist so I can do the swan pose as I do it.
Yeah, fine. Yeah, cool. Yeah, so that's what I'm gonna do on that.
And eagle polymorph.
Would that? When he does it, he's gonna fall backwards, like the T pose, fall backwards, and bring his arms together, then fling him back out, and he's the giant eagle.
Performance.
Would that be performance or acrobatics? Would you think?
I mean, it's your choice. I'm fine with either.
I'm going to do it as acrobatics because I got a good roll on that last time.
Yeah.
I didn't get a good roll this time.
Still a benefit. Still a 6. Still a D6.
Still D6.
Rip it. Wait in your changeover.
Yeah. But
You started falling a little further than you expected before the polymorph took.
yeah.
Alrighty, that was a 16. That's still really good. Still extra. Where did I put that? Got them. And that is a D6 for the group party. Alright, as we go to Alvina.
Okay, Alvina's going to use one of her abilities, which is fun, and this is the first time, I think, maybe any... And actually, no, but fuck you's used one of them. Alvina's going to use her Boon of Destiny.
Okay.
Which is Peerless Athlete. She gets advantage on Strength Athletics, Dexterity Acrobatics, can carry, push, drag, lift twice as much as usual, and can jump higher and further. So Alvina is going to, because basically, fuck you and the point aren't near her anymore. She is going to crouch down to the ground, activate her boon, and which I imagine basically she gets like kind of Valkyrie looking. That's what she imagined Destiny looking like, kind of like Sylvan Valkyrie, and just launch herself into the sky with fire. as high as she possibly can go, which is hilariously a 31-foot standing leap.
Nice.
And just explode in like a big firework of flames, essentially. But she gets to the top of it.
Damn, go ahead and make me your check.
That's what I like to see!
Oh, yeah.
Hell yeah!
Oh, it's 1 off of the 30. Oh well.
So that's as high as you can
That's
score.
as high as I can physically get. So.
I mean, would being able to retroactively give Arena a bardic inspo?
You know what? I'll allow it.
Yeah.
So it's a D10. So just the one gets you to the 30.
Yeah. Gets to 38.
Unfortunately, it doesn't go above 30.
I know, but it's nice to feel.
Alright,
I was gonna say, what's above a D12? The only one
It's
above.
20. It goes
Yeah.
up to 20 if that is the only thing, but you can't really do that.
If you break a 50, I'll let you go above.
That's fair. That's fair. It's the same
Alright.
as Pathfinder rules. You can't increase it further. Big dragon firework. Valkyrie bar.
The opponent is going to try and bane you with a D6 there, but I don't think it's going to matter with that positive 6 and positive 12. And you know, we're at the point now where it's just light battling. There's no other thematic. It's just light versus darkness at this point.
Yeah.
Literally, should you go into light or should you act from obscurity?
This actually very much is a good parallel, these two groups, isn't it, actually?
Well, hilariously, Death to Authority is the one that wants the light, but is being shackled by the shadows.
Yeah. Well, they're
So if you
working
win-
together, apparently.
So if you win, there's a good bit there if you actually take them out into the light that they've always wanted,
Yeah.
and to fight in the like
In
on the
bright of
forefront.
day. In the bright of day.
instead of fighting from the shadows like they've been forced to do. But we return now to the Yeti, and to add dramatic flair, Zormir, as you are backing away, you've thrown your food in there. You notice that the cave around you has become a little unstable. As
Knew it. Knew it.
the Yeti is forced to make a dex save against a falling stalactite.
Yep.
Which is just a +1 for the Yeti. For a DC 15, it looks like. Unfortunately, the Yeti is going to take 10d10 piercing? Bludgeoning? Let's
Hey,
assume
if
it's a mix.
If it's a stalactite, probably a bit of both, yeah. Ow.
As the Yeti is bloodied, but not down.
Yeah, he's a sturdy bastard.
This
Yeah.
one's a little bit more enhanced than the others.
They are tough.
As Zormir, I need you also to make me a dexterity saving throw against a stalactite falling on you. As the Yeti is pinned under the stalactite.
It's just nailed to the ground. Hey, you made it.
It's a DC 15, so you make it, and you take no damage.
Mm.
As you jump out, the cavern above you appears to be beginning to collapse in, and you can see the Yeti, still with that psychic link into your mind, suddenly get flooded with fear. As it realizes, you know, I just realized I gave these guys... Oh no, that's technically force damage, it's fine. The whole point of them is that they're cavern Yetis that are thingy to bludgeoning them.
Damn it. I wish
I
I
was
still
gonna
had a
make him
destiny because I
It was
I don't know.
piercing. It was piercing damage.
Yeah, we'll make it piercing. Yeah, it deliberately thingied through his leg. Let's not think about it. Yeah, he screams in pain.
Yeah.
Either way, he's bloodied and he is pinned to the
can I
ground.
use my reaction on the stalactite as it misses me?
Okay, what'd you have in mind?
I want to push it 15 feet and try and crash it into the stalactite at the Yeti.
Aw.
Basically using my missed melee attack thing to hunt the
Put the big rock towards the other rock, essentially.
yeah,
and knock it
and
away.
try and crash it.
Make me just make me an attack roll. to see how well you direct it.
Okay. Guess that'll be the base 4. Okay.
Yeah, just give me a strength +4.
All right. Oh.
Okay.
17.
17, it hits and smacks in, and you can see the one that the stalactite that was pinning the Yeti crumbles, but the Yeti is still bloodied and is moving at half speed as it's limping, blood trailing out from its leg.
All right.
Images of its family flashes in its head.
All right. Is it my turn now?
Yep, it's your turn.
All right. Cure wounds.
Your wounds the egg. Heal. Run!
Unfortunately, I'm not close enough to actually do it because
You don't have healing word, do you, either?
Nope.
Yeah.
I wish I had healing word.
Well,
Yeah.
you can go back into the cave, but it means you are likely to have to make another dex save later, or you can freely escape the cavern if you don't look back. What would Zormir like to do?
Hmm.
Can't just stop.
The cave is broken.
I mean, really, what was the crime of this Yeti? Trying to find food for its family?
Yeah, his name is Average Joe.
With the imprint that you yourself enforced upon this Yeti, you can feel the fear flooding its body.
The
Right.
sadness as well.
No, it's terror. It's a collapsing cave.
How far away was I before I?
You got flung 10 feet back. And
I'll
you did
use
not tell me
10.
if you moved, so...
I'll move 10 feet to him, hit him with that, and then move 20 away.
That's fair. To your
It's not.
to your hope, you find that he doesn't opportunity attack you, because that would be a real
And
dick move for the
succeeds.
Yeti.
Just get opportunity attack, grab. We're going down together.
However, you are still in the crushing cavern, and you have a risk of not being able to make it now that you've both used your action to heal and had to do a slight detour.
Mhm.
We'll get back to you next round to see if you manage to escape the cavern and not take 10d10 bludgeoning damage.
Yes.
But with that,
Ike damage.
the point. It is your turn.
You're crowd surfing on an eagle. Pretty heavy metal.
I am
honestly.
crowd surfing on an eagle, swan hands.
You need to beat a DC at 26 to take control of the crowd from your opposition.
Come on.
How? You can do it.
You got this point.
Yeah. Can I have bonuses if I cast pyrotechnics to have glitter falling from my hands?
Sure.
I just imagine you have confetti in your pocket at all times. Just for this exact
All
situation.
times.
I swapped it all out for snacks.
Ah.
Okay. So can I roll performance with advantage?
With advantage for glitter. I'll let you have a d4 on it. It's not quite enough for advantage.
I'll take it.
Come on, boy.
Glitter can only do so much when the show is already so visual.
Okay.
20,
fuck roll
29
is
is not bad.
not bad. That's a 29.
I'm
Is it
trying to
roll?
downplay it.
Plus a d4. Yep.
Why did you roll like
31.
31. I was wondering why he rolled the others. Like, what is
Yeah.
happened
What was
here?
the 1915 split? So strange. Why is it like triple advantage? Weird.
Yeah, it turns out if you hold right shift, which is my push to talk button, it does triple advantage.
Oh!
Ah.
It turns out it's got command. I was like, what the fuck? did
That's
you
funny.
roll?
But yes, we take the first left. That is 29 plus the 2 brings you above the 30. We can safely say you have taken control of the crowd.
Yes.
Excellent.
As they are you have somehow convinced the audience that they should come out of the shadows and fight in the open.
They are paladins now.
Oh wait, hang on.
They are paladins now. We're doing it again, Pike.
I had no
Again,
training
what?
intention to stop this. Damn it.
What? You're inspiring them to fight!
Point.
Why do you keep doing this? The point.
Point. Stop being the forefront of the rebellion. Unintentionally. Stop being the vanguard.
How does PointBot follow this up?
I think the point bot just poses and points at the point.
The point bot
He
just
finger
does
guns-
the robot.
Yeah.
Actually,
I've got
Robot
an
is just finger gunning at Death to Authority.
Ali,
Not to
I've
distract them, just because I am.
I've got an idea for PointBot.
Go
He
then.
becomes a spotlight for you.
Oh,
Yeah.
it turns just spotlight. Just eyes on him.
Yeah, because PointBot can do that.
Yeah. Nice.
Maybe whatever the appropriate check for that is. I don't know, maybe persuasion or something.
I'm just gonna do
It
a flat.
throws a spotlight. It throws a spotlight at you.
PointBot tries to do that and realizes no, they can't actually do that.
No, they
Its
do
eyes
it.
glow.
To change
Its eyes
his
glow
bulb.
towards
They
you.
do it, but obviously the entire field is awash with radiant versus necrotic, and your half is radiant. So as PointBot does it, it does nothing to the illumination.
Yay!
The arena
What a
is so
PointBot.
saturated, the light does nothing.
I
Point,
thought
we need to
PointBot would
change
be
his-
the big guns.
No, I'm saying point. We need to change your bulb. We need to change PointBot's bulb.
Yeah, I need to work out how to change PointBot into less of a combat bot and more of a performance bot.
He tried to open a big glowing light in his chest, but only
I
his
see.
eyes glow.
I actually have ideas for you. Point. I've got some thoughts for you.
But Lou, with your ever-increasing initiative,
It's the slow burn.
we come to this finale on you. You are the final act of this bout, and potentially this entire thing. How do you want to wrap this up? What is Lou Grimm's final amp?
Silence. Apparently.
Not to
I'm
put too
good.
much pressure on you, Neil. This all comes down to you now.
Everything comes down to you. It's all
Everything.
hinged on you.
I'm hoping this will work. But I'm going to cast Minor Illusion.
Okay.
And make it so it seems like all the crowd are chanting and clapping at us.
I think they already are.
Yeah, but even more so to make it
There's
seem
more, there's
that
double
even
the crowd.
more
There's double the
are
crowd.
clapping, so it
That's cool.
sounds better than it is. As good as it is at the
Oh.
moment.
Let's see how well your illusion holds up. Would you like to? What check would you like to make be in terms of your charisma performance, charisma persuasion, dexterity acrobatics, or performance, or strength? You know, I'm imagining charisma performance or charisma persuasion for this.
You have good persuasion, right?
Persuasion.
Yeah, you know you've
Go ahead and persuade everyone how good your illusions are.
Come on.
14.
It's positive.
14. That is a plus D4 added on.
Could... No, I can't bend luck to that and add it, can I?
For this one, because it's your check, I'll allow it.
Come on. you
Because, you know, the DM
Oh,
definitely
okay.
isn't forcing you all to use up your resources for any particular reason.
No, it's...
got it. Oh, absolutely. We're gonna summon another god. It's fine. We're gonna summon Destiny again.
3. 17.
Hey.
That brings it to a D6. As we finish up this round and come to the end of bout 5, which hopefully should actually be the end this time,
Hopefully, yeah. Should
In
be.
theory.
unless you guys really somehow mess this up, you have so many positives in your favor, and like
Yeah,
one
imagine
negative.
this is still round 2 of the Battle of the Bands. Yeah. It's a good contest this year.
Even though most of you are like higher than the 160 you were, you probably pushed yourselves. What? Alvina's what?
It's
30
still a
above that?
Albeit is like 190. Just
The
mid
point-
Jump.
And Fukyu, go ahead and roll me your performance check to see what the base is.
They have
let's-
advantage, right? Because they're really good
You have advantage because you both have advantage because you have control of the crowds more so than ever. You have such
That was a
control.
low roll.
Both of you.
All right, let's see if I can get above 20. Oh, okay, it's still relatively low as well. Let's have a look here
We've
for...
got a D12, a D6, and a D4. I don't know if we've got any negatives. I think we've got a negative.
You have a negative d6.
Okay.
It's a d6 because Lou managed to buff it up. So it's 2d6 and a d12. So I guess everyone who got their rolls, roll me your appropriate pluses. So Neil, roll me a d6. Who was it that got the 12?
Me, I got the 12.
Roll the
I'll
12.
4!
And I got a 19 for the opponents. And they have a +6.
So plus what, a 9?
Oh, you rolled a 6. You didn't roll a D6. You just rolled a 6.
Yep, that makes sense. Silly party. You know what? I'm waiting until you guys are done to see if it even matters.
Yep, we're done.
So the highest there was 17 for you guys. 17 plus 3 for 20. 24. And another 2 for 26. And you guys have a negative d6.
Yep.
So let's, do you want to do the positive on them or the negative on you first?
Let's see the positive on them first.
Positive on them, yeah.
Yeah.
Roll the d6. Oh, they rolled a 6. Bring them up to a 25.
Which means we're at most tying.
You guys cannot win this. This is great.
No.
We also can't lose this, actually, because the lowest we can get is a 20. Oh, no.
Let's see, the
Let's see.
negative d6 on you guys is a 6.
God damn.
As the fight wages on. However, as we come to the end of this battle, because, you know, this is going on for 2 sessions, the DM's got shit to do. I just realized Gwent's technically in the audience.
Yeah.
When was Gwent back?
Not next week, week after.
Week after.
Mhm.
Oh well. They're gonna get forcibly dragged later. So
Yeah.
Gwent's not gonna come with you. So just for you 4 plus point ball.
Oh no.
As the light fully saturates the arena and as the darkness fully saturates the arena.
Do our NPCs come with us, by the way? Just a quick question.
No.
Okay.
They're gonna be with Gwent.
Okay.
Suddenly the entire arena becomes white light to you. And the roaring of the crowds begins to distort, quieting to a whisper until there's nothing there. Yes, like that.
Like someone's mic being hit violently.
It was me unmuting.
As all 4 of you feel yourselves fail a charisma save.
That's a bad sign.
I guess point ball can come too.
Yay.
Pipewater is here for moral support. Wow, it's the most realistic map yet.
Yep.
I know, right?
It hurts my eyes.
It's making me think of the Futurama episode where they're saying like, the movements, they're so beautiful. You can't even describe them.
Yep.
And as the light distills down to less blinding levels, you find yourself in what appears to be a half-destroyed ruins of celestial design. There
Oh,
are...
God, point.
If you imagine Mount Olympics after a war,
Yep.
clouds everywhere with scorch marks, tall marble towers, half destroyed, crumbling, smoke billowing all around, moldering craters.
Smolder.
As you turn, you find 1, 2, 3, 4.
Nothing there.
5. Let's just have 5. You will be away somewhere. Yeah. You find 5 figures in what can only be described as weird celestial combat rebellion outfits. They've got like little torn sheets like around their arms and forehead, but all gleaming white. They've got like golden combat boots on.
I am liking this aesthetic.
As you stare at them, you see all 5 figures look back at you with golden eyes and a presence of divinity. As the point, you hear celestial music all around you. Your tattoos are aglow. And you know instinctually you are on the divine planes. As any and all powers you have fully refresh, and you may take whatever form you desire.
Is that all of us or just the point?
Okay.
Just the point.
Okay.
Whatever form I desire is probably hard to look at. The sort of form where you look at them and go, yes, that is clearly a rock star, but I can't make out any details.
My brain is literally like slightly giving the impression of Elvis, but not quite. Like there's an edge
Yeah.
of Elvis in
It's
there.
like you look at me and
White
go,
sequin suit.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
they definitely have a beard, they definitely have the tattoos.
They have to have the hair.
Can't tell
You've
if they
got
have a
hair.
nose.
You've got hair. They've
So
got
they definitely-
shades on.
Yeah, they're wearing a glittery purple suit. Don't know how many limbs they've got.
He's got
think
hair,
that-
but I can't describe the color. That
Yeah.
kind of shit.
That sort of stuff, yeah.
The point becomes an
Fuck.
Alterra.
Point becomes Zinch.
They already were.
Bit of everything.
Oh, so there would also be neon wings coming out of the point's back.
You know, I'm quite
See.
happy that for once Alvina's charged with divine energy. It feels appropriate.
As who would come forward? Who actually leads this group?
This is a good question.
Let's have
Them,
it
not us.
be. Well, it's not like any of you have proficiency of religion, so you
Nope.
know. Are there any nature gods here? There are not.
Damn it! There was a chance. There isn't a dragon god in Alterra, is there?
There are 2. Both of them are dead,
Aw, hello.
which is unfortunate because one of them is the god of time and the other is the god of destruction.
Yeah.
Were they eaten by the same person?
I think you said they were actually. I think you said they were both eaten, and Alvina's went, well, I know what I'm after. I think you mentioned it last week with the Joker. I think the Butcher got them.
The butcher got one of them. Who got the other one? What is that? My own curiosity now.
You're checking who got the God of Time, because I'm pretty sure the Butcher got the God of Destruction.
Butcher got God of Destruction. Her Narc got the God of Time. The Solidary Shield, the Lonely God.
Okay, I found another one I've got to eat.
They are protecting against all the time
How
travel
you become
shenanigans.
divine.
Mine,
But I'm going to have it be the Mother Serpent, who comes forward as. How would she materialize for you guys? Most of you are from Eros, so we're going to go with the common Eros depiction of her, which is as either a dark elf or a high elf, depending on who you ask. I think the street more so say the dark elf just because of the Iodine Syndicate. But a dark elf with what appears to be a carved wooden staff with 2 quattle wrapped around it in gold filigree. comes forward, and she appears to have this long, kind of almost half trench medical coat with deep white pockets.
I've got the
And
lab coat.
yeah, but it's slightly thicker than a lab coat. Which is why it's like half trench coat. And a golden gleaming icon on her lapel of the classic symbol of Medici, the god of healing and doctors, or healing and medics, because they're medics in this world. As she kind of stares at all of you quizzically, before finally her eyes rest on the point. And you can see there's an awkwardness to him. The rest of the group seem to be staring at you awkwardly, as if you are not what they were expecting.
I mean, I don't think we're ever what anyone was expecting.
No.
Seeing this, I would bow and then see what they have to say.
Hi.
You
I mean, I'm like, hi? Realizing also, Alvina's charged. Destiny's not a god, is she? I'm charged with Destiny's power at the moment for the next 10 minutes. This is a very awkward thing to be. I'm just realizing the divine play.
Destiny-
feels quite awkward. Never mind Alvina.
Destiny is a powerful entity just because the gods are an actual group of people.
Yeah.
They are a powerful entity that would like to usurp the gods as well as the other primevals, including the primordials and Oldtoomed and Arcanites. Although technically the gods aren't primevals, they're actually a secondary generation.
Prime goods. Second goods.
They are the
That'd be
children of
second-hand
primevals.
goods.
Before finally Medici seems to kind of straighten up. Well, I suppose introductions are of a necessity. We locked on to Melody's energy. We thought we'd finally found her again. But unless Melody's taking on a vastly new appearance, she stares directly at the point. You don't appear to be her. She kind of raises like half an eyebrow quizzically, as if that's a question.
I shrunk in the wash.
I don't think we are.
No, well, I don't appear to be.
This is where you all find out the point's actually been a god this entire time.
I was wondering that, not gonna lie. I was briefly wondering that.
So trying to turn into question, not confirming or denying. Who may you be?
He looks around at her half badge. You can kind of see shadows, like semi off in the distance, of people taking cover and looking. It looks like you're not alone. There are other entities in this realm. But these 5 have walked forward as the leaders of this realm.
Can I glance around to see if I recognize anybody?
Give me a perception check.
17.
Damn.
There
that's
appears to
alright.
be like a good little distance off, kind of huddled, facing away from the party. You definitely notice a centaur who appears to be arguing with someone on the phone.
Ah.
Oh no.
Yes, sir. Ah, fair enough.
As Medici kind of glances around, and then looking back at you. Well, I suppose, to put it mildly, we are the rogue gods. The last of those who survived the schism.
Oh. Nice to meet you.
And this place, is it safe from the others?
For now, we managed to keep it cloaked from the Empire. And you can see there's disdain in her voice as she says it. Helping those we can, though our power is very limited. It took us a lot to summon you here, to punch through whatever barrier was protecting you.
Oh dear.
That's
We'll do that when we get back.
we might need to.
We'll
Yeah.
do that when we get back. I'll
One
be-
problem at a time.
Yep.
So I will say I am not fully
I look very sharply at you when you say that.
This is all new to me. I only found out about this like a month and a half ago. I think there's maybe 6 or 7 people like me. And if we all come together, then something may happen.
You have like magic rings or something. When you all come together, do you make one like man? or
Pasta
something?
in.
Some kind of planetary captain.
Probably more of a general, actually.
Oh, general.
Oh, you got promotion, yeah. It's a general planet. General world.
I've only met one of them so far, so who knows?
Who is that?
The point just mimes playing a pipe.
Nope, got nothing.
Devil's Piper.
Oh, I remember him.
I see.
Hence the reason why he's miming.
Well, as
I
I've
mean-
already introduced, I am Medici. I was once the god of medicine. I suppose my fellow leaders here in the rebels and the rogues. This is, as she points to what appears to be a construct version of Thingy from She-Ra, the mechanic.
Oh, yeah. I know who you're on about.
But you see this kind of
Panther?
No,
no,
she's got
it's-
like
it's-
long hair and
it's one who can control her hair.
yeah.
It's the inventor. But this is a construct figure of a relatively kind of just slightly short human female
Entrapper?
with yes.
Mhm.
With she appears to have extra 3 sets of mechanical arms and a tool belt of a variety of tools. Hilariously, I think Zormir might actually have something of hers.
Oh! No, we used-
As
Oh, we have the things though. Let me use the item in it.
as this is Ivica, the god of invention.
Yep. We have the symbol
Yep.
on the ship.
God of smiths and everything else.
Mhm.
Well, technically there's also Kratos, who's god of craft.
Not
But
really.
Ivica, who you pray to for like ideas and eurekas.
Innovation.
Yeah, the god of invention. She looks around to what was a kind of hooded, shadowy figure that was standing to her left, but as she looks that way, she is no longer there. And instead, they appear to be right behind Fukyu, crouching over, pickpocketing through their stuff. As everyone turns to look at them, and Fukyu, you turn to meet them eye to eye as they stare at you, and with these kind of, as you stare into the hooded figure, you see this almost chameleon-like skin underneath, as it seems to shift and shape patterns.
Oh, like Rorschach.
Oh,
Yeah.
Rorschach are multicolored by the sound of it.
Yeah, multicolored. They are a little bit more reptilian. They're similar-esque to changelings, but kind of koboldy design.
Like chameleon skinks from Warhammer.
Yeah.
In a way. Yeah, cool, I get you.
As they stare at you, and in this whisper that doesn't seem to come from their lips, but seems to come from the wind behind you. I take it, it returns. I take it, it returns.
Still shit from me.
He's gonna stab it! Fuck, you stabs a god.
Yeah.
Done.
I mean, fuck you is very tempted.
With his giant killer sword.
Hold up what is clearly one of your coins as it vanishes from their hands, returning to your pockets.
What's mine is mine. You can't have it.
I take it. It returns. And there seems to be glee in their voice.
They can't get told off for stealing because it can't be stolen from.
It's attempted theft, though.
Hey, record, they're fine with that.
As they straighten up and begin walking away from you.
What's mine is mine. What yours is mine. What? Anything that I claim
Yeah.
to be mine is mine.
They slow to a stop and stare back at you, and you can see underneath the shadow a smile on their lips.
I think you made a friend. There's someone in your wavelength there.
As you just see Medici reach up and squeeze the bridge up her nose. And that's Thevra. I guess you can guess what they're a god of.
Of goblins, got it.
And at your little comment, you see a sorrowness swipe over her face before she returns to say,
That was a
"No,
joke, no, yeah, I can tell.
That would have been Randara."
Oh, I'm sorry.
You just brought up that point.
Can-
I mean, just
Can
punch.
fuck you do a history check, see if that name rings any bells for it?
Yeah, they're commonly a deity of goblins, so go ahead and roll history.
No.
No idea. Never heard of him.
He probably has heard of Thedra, though.
Yeah, that's why you haven't heard of the other one. They always thought they were the god of goblins.
But fuck you is immortal.
Mhm.
But as she points over to the fourth figure, you just see what appears to be this happy, gleaming, somehow still gnome with what appears to be a little bow and some arrows on his back with little love heart tips. And he is giving all of you the doe eye.
Finger guns and wink at him.
You just see him like kind of wiggle his fingers at you. A little gleam in his eye. And this fine fellow is Romeus. Do not call him Romeo for short. The figure just kind of bows towards you. Isn't today lovely?
It's certainly a good day to meet new people.
And I believe the last but least figure, because it was
Last but least. Wow.
last but least figure, is what appears to be how you actually don't know how they're normally depicted. Interesting. I will let
That's not
you.
good.
I will let the part. Well, it's just because they're not that commonly. I've only used them once before, and they never showed up. They were just a background thing. I'm gonna let the party decide how this figure is normally interpreted in Eros culture. But kind of leaning against the back, kind of just shuffling cards with one hand, is Gambit, the god of games.
Oh, I'm very much thinking. Oh, I've noticed. Is there a shark person race in Alterra?
I can't imagine why not. They'd probably exist along with the Triton cultures.
It's a shark person, like big long black coat and a cowboy hat. Literally a card shark.
Nice.
Ah.
Literal
Yeah.
card shark.
Have you been watching Hell of a Boss?
No, I've been playing a cowboy game on Wednesdays.
Okay.
Why?
Or is it IMP? It's one of the.
I think it's irrelevant now.
Alright, come on. No.
I'll see if I can get the image for you.
Yeah, a card shark.
But yes, that is that is our little group. We've got some celestials and minor deities that don't quite make the rank of god, but still have enough power to sire one or two small clerics.
Nice to meet you all. And he just sweeps eyes around.
I think I know a cleric of looks over at the centaur god.
It's literally like just. That's not a centaur god. That's Gwen. It's actually Gwen just in the corner.
Oh my god, it's Gwent in the corner.
But yes, that is where we're gonna end because we're already past 9. As I interrupt Battle of the Bands to bring you the fact that you seem to have given off enough melody energy that the gods took notice and were like, "Oh shit, is Melody back?"
She went out for pizza.
I'm fine with this.
God damn it,
And
Boyd.
had to use a lot of their remaining energy to summon you here.
I'm less fine with that.
Yeah, sounds about right.
Dynasty
But-
party members.
You two can, and presumably maybe ask them to like find out where Zormir is and teleport them here.
Maybe find out where Steve is as well.
Yeah, Zorma's got his own thing.
He's apparently
Remember,
alive.
we actually sent Zormir off, so we might not, unfortunately.
It's been long enough. He's sobered up by now.
How long's it
Summon
been?
Zormir.
Yeah, but
So, when we sent off, it was about an hour to the show, and then we've been in the show for a
It's
bit.
been a couple
so-
hours, yeah.
yeah.
There's a good chance.
But as we also come to the end, Zormir, make me a final deck save to see if you survive escaping this cavern as the Yeti runs after you.
Natural one.
Also
Natural
trying to
one.
escape.
Before we
Natural
go,
one.
roll to make sure you don't die.
Oh no.
Well, as Zormir is buried in rubble and will conveniently be Deus Machina teleport up to heaven
That's a bad
No.
sign! That's a bad sign!
as the DM realizes what he just said, and that's freaking hilarious. Oh, don't worry, you're not dead.
Zorma's going to wake up, go, "Oh, I'm dead," and then see the rest of us go, "Oh, I'm in hell."
I'm in hell!
Oh, well, there you go. That's how we're starting next session. So Bob, you can play. Zormir isn't dead, to be clear, but you can play it off as if they think they are, if you would like. Thank you all for watching. Thank you all for playing us. We're
he's
going to
just
end
trying to
today.
come for you.
I hope
How
you all had
how
fun
much-
with Battle of the
It was
Bands.
fun.
I have no idea if you'll be able to return to it. It kind of depends what happens here.
We might all
But
die.
we spent 7 sessions on Gauntlet. You got 2 on Battle of the Bands.
Yeah.
You don't need more.
Honestly, suddenly disappearing in the middle of Battle of the Bands, good for branding.
It
Very
is
good for branding.
Particularly when we appear back in the
Also
middle of whatever
depend-
next contest is up.
Yeah, it
I
also
wanna see how
depends on
much
if we
damage-
just like we disappear. For us, it's like days or hours or whatever, and in real time,
Them
it's just
is
like a couple of seconds.
seconds.
How much damage would I have took? I want to see if I would have survived.
Like 50
It's
something,
10d10. I think
you'll
you'll
be
be alright. 67.
67.
I've got more than that still in health.
fine.
So
Yeah,
I'm-
I know you've got. I
I'm
know
good.
you've got a lot of health left. Jim.
Oh. I've got the shield above my head going, shit!
Let's,
Ow, 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 ow.
if
ow.
you for some reason got trapped and didn't make it the rest of the way, you would have taken another 53.
Ooh, that would have done it.
Not much.
Apparently, being crushed to death causes a lot of damage.
Bigger
So
fun.
you'll be conveniently teleported against your will because you can't make the save anyway. By which I mean, yep.
You're going whether you like it or not.
DM prerogative, game plot. Let's go.
Yep.
But yes, there you go. Thank you all for watching. Thank you for playing. This has been Alterra episode 75, Battle of the Bands 2. Tune in next week as we meet the Rogue Gods. The last bastion of divinity, still willing to have some positive clerics who aren't evil because Gwent decided to be a cleric.
Yeah.
Good.
In a world in which the gods are evil.
Yep. Mm.
I do want to meet Gwent's god.
I want to meet Gwent's god because I've got a prerogative because Gwent asked me to.
Well, unfortunately, they will have run off by next week for at least one session until Gwent is back, in which case Gwent will be forcefully teleported by their god here. And that will be funny as hell. But that's a week away, so...
And to see those two chasing each other, trying to not.
Oh, yeah, with Benny Hill music playing.
Somehow they managed to do a Scooby-Doo chase in an empty void.
They just teleport through like voids as it blinks out.
Right, it's not an empty void anymore. The light disappeared and you found yourself in the ruins of a celestial
Yeah, it's
settlement.
Broken Olympus.
Yeah, it's Broken Olympus.
It's that one map.
It's a dystopian Olympus.
It's that one map in Smash Brothers that is like the freaking broken temple.
Ooh,
Temple, but I was thinking Final Destination, Gods Only,
That'd
no items.
be fun.
But yes, good night!
Yeah.
Bye.
Hey.